Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming to a special Tuesday night edition of Live Sketch Claims.
Woohoo.
We got Annika and Naranga in the house, along with, what is this? The Black Superman? Oh,
Supermine.
Superman.
Superman.
Superman. So what's going on, guys?
Ooh, it already feels like Friday, man. It's been a hellacious couple of days.
Whew.
But looking forward to MegaCon.
Yeah, man. Sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's cleaned up a little bit down here. And the show's going to go no matter what. I don't want the attendance suffering. Listen, if you're vaccinated and you wear a mask, everything's going to be down here. And the show's going to go no matter what. I don't want the attendance suffering. Listen, if you're vaccinated and you wear a mask.
Oops.
What
Sorry,
is
that was
that?
totally me.
Rough, bro.
Oh, dear. Yep, vaccinated. You gotta get vaccinated.
Am I that much of a delay?
No, that was
I don't know where that's coming from.
it's coming from me. 100% me.
It's Annika.
Someone's pulling an Andy Coon.
Why you gotta go and coon it?
Yeah.
My bad.
Well, David's going to do some quick sketches. So real quick, let's go over the rules. Those who may be new to us. All right. So we use a live claim sale system. So when I put the claim banner up, that's when the claim goes live. If there are fewer than 3 claims, the first person to claim it will get the spot. If there are more than 3 people, we will do a random wheel spin. And when you win, you send an email to me. If I don't know who you are, I'll let you know in the chat. But if I do have your email, we don't have to worry about that. But if you do need to send an email to me with your PayPal information, that's how you would do it on the screen there. And claims are commitments to purchase. So if you do claim one, make sure you pay your invoice. You have 7 days to do that. If you don't pay your invoice, I won't let you claim anymore on the live shows. And that's it.
Cool.
So let's get a claim up. See if we can get DWams some business.
And then Ken Shane Allen is asking if the sketches are going to be colored tonight.
Nope.
Nope. Don't ask me, ask him. So what's going on, Dave? Everything good?
Yeah. Trying to catch up with work. Fell back a little bit, but that happens in this game. So there's enough time for me to play catch up. And hopefully gonna jump on this last issue of Bass Reeves soon. And after that, cool things are on the horizon.
Cool. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the plans after Bass Reeves?
I'll keep. I still have to keep that under wraps.
Oh,
He's been teasing me like that for about a month now.
come on, man.
All I know is it's going to be really cool.
So he says.
That helps. That helps nobody.
We have a live claim available for those who are watching.
Let's see.
Quick sketch, 150, full figure 250, and these are all done 11 by 17. If you're new to the channel, David does some great work. You notice the last minute thing, so I didn't know how the crowd was going to be. So we'll see what happens.
Who do we have on? We've got Shane Allen, Jabbo, and Linda. Hey, you guys.
I think you mean J Blow.
Sorry, Jay Blow.
Hey, blow.
Jay Blow, Linda, and Shane.
Oh, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one.
I can't find the stream on Facebook.
On viewers, I have 3 on Facebook and 7 on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Would you look at that?
Do you have some of the other ones that I've done for show so people could see?
Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me see what I can pull up.
So, Dave, can you give us a hint on what's coming up on the horizon?
It's superhero related.
Ooh,
Ooh.
mainstream.
Man, he can't even answer that.
That's a hard. Yeah, it is a hard question. I can't say.
Tell ya. Inquiring minds want to know, man.
Mhm.
Well, hopefully it'll make people curious and make people want to get it once it's out. So
When do you think you'll be able to announce it?
probably, honestly, about 4 or 5 months from now.
Jesus.
Oof. Okay. So you're getting a few issues under your belt before they announce it?
Something like that.
Man, super mysterious.
Here's some examples of David's stuff.
Blow it up.
Come on, bigger. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Hold on.
Hey.
I forgot I wasn't on the. How's that? That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that one's so cool.
Hey, Ken, and what level were those examples that you showed us?
Those are the 150 quick sketches.
The 150 quick sketches. Yeah.
Jeff just made a claim through Instagram or Messenger.
I was like, wow, how many places are you streaming at, man?
I didn't arrange that.
Yeah.
He wants a kick-ass Colossus quick sketch.
Okay.
Ooh.
What era? What version?
Hold on one second.
Ooh.
Let's see what he wants.
Do the one where he became the Juggernaut.
That was a thing.
That was a
the
thing.
90s.
No, I think it was like the early 2000s, right? Because he was decked out as Colossus, but he had the Juggernaut helmet.
He said 90s version, Dave.
All right, I gotta look this up. That's the Jim Lee version, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I'm
that's
trying to think of,
almost
like,
that's almost still basically the John Byrne version.
yeah, close. I want to say, did he have the flared? What are they called? The flared thigh-high boots.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of a whack Colossus design, and I can't.
Wasn't he one of the Four Horsemen?
Man, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's still basically the John Byrne version.
John Byrne it is. What was I gonna say? You could just draw him.
Oh, he has one without a shirt.
That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Draw it without a shirt.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I found the Four Horsemen one.
Oh,
Oh.
that's kind of dope.
Wow.
That's the 90s?
Well, that's the Four Horsemen one. I don't know when it was.
It was the 2000s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Jeff won't like that. He likes his 90s
All right.
versions. Or he said you can do a cool Andy Kubert gold version.
What?
What?
That's what he said.
I don't know what that is.
An Andy Cooper gold version. I'm looking at two here. I was trying to pull up. I say you just draw him as like Peter Rasputin, just, you know, in a turtleneck, just kind of chilling at home by a fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of stuff
No
too.
powers.
Yeah, no powers. That's 90s. I mean, he was out of costume in the 90s too.
Yeah. All right.
I'm waiting to see if he sends a picture.
Is Jeff at work right now?
I think he's home.
Too good to be on the stream. I see. I'm not
You
seeing
excited about
any of them.
MegaCon, Ryan?
What's that?
You excited about MegaCon?
Yeah, man, I'm stoked. Get to hang out with you guys. God, like pretty much for the first time. I've never met any of these dudes in person, so it's kind of neat to be hanging out.
Here's the gold version, he said.
What?
Oh.
That's just the lighting. Gold Colossus? Come on, Jeff.
Listen, this is Jeff. Take it over.
Good Lord. Andy Cooper gold version. How you even gonna know it's a gold version? He's doing this in black and white.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's funny.
you got me good.
I told him Moranga's killing you.
Uh-oh. Stop that. Craig says Jeff is slacking. Absolutely, man. He's just napping at home, eating peanuts.
Peanuts.
Yeah,
That's oddly specific.
he's a predictable dude. He didn't used to eat peanuts, and then he saw Jeff says gold Sharpie that ish. God, Jeff interrupting my train of thought. What was I saying about MegaCon? Right? Yeah, I
Peanut.
haven't met these, and I'm rooming with Jeff, so that's an interesting one. What else? Yeah, kind of excited that Ron Wilson's joining us too.
Mhm.
That's a nice little addition to the stable right there.
Yep.
So yeah, just excited. I mean, kind of, just meeting fellow comic fans again, and hopefully, I think everyone's going to be masked up if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, it's a requirement by MegaCon. Everyone has to wear a mask in all areas. So there's not going to be like, no masks anywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So
I mean, I live down here. I watch the news. It's on all the time. They're basically saying that it's like 95% of the cases that are happening that are in hospital are people in their 20s to 30s who aren't vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
And
Shocker.
the infection rate is 60-40 between vaccinated and unvaccinated, but the unvaccinated aren't going to the hospital. They're just getting, they're showing signs of COVID or they're asymptomatic.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're vaccinated, there's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's
Yeah.
It's like a little cold.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's like getting a cold.
It's a real bummer we're here in like August and still talking about this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to get too deep into it, but we should be on the other side of this, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
If everyone had handled their business, we should be on the other side of this. But hey, MegaCon goes on. We're staying strong. We're going in. We might
Jealous.
be the only game in town.
Hey, yeah. I mean, I said it to Jeff. I was like, well, anybody who was going to MegaCon with a budget, and they had budgeted for certain things, maybe their budget now can include something we got going on. So we'll
You
see.
guys, yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. But again, I'm just kind of looking forward to like a con atmosphere. I'm hoping this thing doesn't kind of drag on to you know, the fall shows and stuff like that, and you know, because there's a bunch of us who are friends that we're all going to Baltimore, and we've all been looking forward to that for like the better part of a year. So hopefully that show goes on.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, the news is so fluid. I mean, by this time next week, it could be a whole different story they're talking about.
I have seen based on kind of what we're seeing going on. This is going to turn into an entire diatribe about vaccines. It's not, but like I have seen some positive news in that they've seen vaccination rates go up because of everything that's going on. So that's, you know, better late than never, I say. So if that trend continues, we should.
Oh, speaking of, look what I got on my desk.
Uh-oh. What?
That's mine. Who else gets her?
I
I
can't
think
see
someone
it.
else got her.
Do it again. Show it again. What is it?
Javier.
Oh,
Dude, that's sick. That's pretty damn awesome.
that's probably like the worst looking Hulk I've ever seen in my life.
I don't know how you
That is the worst looking Hulk, if that's what it was.
Dave, are you shifting gears, man? Are you shifting off of Larry?
What? What are you talking about? No, I mean, I just point out the obvious.
When you see that now, Annika,
Everybody gets it with me, so
It's just amazing. It just kind of flows out so easily.
Yeah.
That does not come to me that easily. Pretty jealous. Be nice to be that quick with elementary kids.
Yes. So this is day 2.
No, I've been in. This is week 3.
Week 3. Oh my goodness.
Start of week 3.
You should be all acclimated at this point to these little bastards.
Still got a cold though.
You caught a cold from one of them?
Yeah, one of my students was sick, and so she went home. But once she was tested negative for COVID, she was able to come back. And I think I caught her cold, and now I just got a COVID test and can't go back till it's negative.
Wait, you haven't gotten the results back yet?
No, I literally just got it like 2 hours ago.
Oh, did they
How
do
long
the
does it
nasal
take for
swab?
the results?
Oh yeah, they're like,
Ugh.
cool.
I was getting one every week.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait, who is?
I was. I don't anymore, but I was.
Oh.
Because I was.
Oh, just out of precaution.
No. When my father-in-law was at the assisted living, in order to go visit him, we had to get a COVID test once a week. So every week I would get a COVID test. It got easy.
It's because like your nostrils, like the inside cavity was the size of a quarter by the time
Yeah.
2
exactly.
weeks had passed.
Mm-hmm.
I did it for probably 3 months every week.
Oof, they're scraping brain cells out.
It didn't really like hurt. My eye watered for sure. And then I was like, cool, I have to drive home now with like watery eyes, but whatever. But yeah.
John Beatty says, when I see the name David Williams, I know the art is going to be fantastic, D-bro.
Hey,
Well,
John, what's up, buddy? Glad you joined us. John I used to love watching John's. He used to sketch live a lot on YouTube. I used to love that. And then I ordered a sketch from him, and I was waiting all week for him to do it. And I ended up getting like super sick the day he did it, and I could barely pay attention. It was crazy. I was so sick. I mean, it was ridiculous. But he's a great guy.
He's on there giving Dave his props.
Speaking of, how has Aaron respected you more lately, David, since you came
No.
on and smacked him around that day?
no, I whooped that guy like 4 times, and he still wants more.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm not supposed to beat somebody on their home turf, on his channel.
Hmm.
And you know, he keeps begging for more. He's a lot more. All right, here we go.
I don't think I've checked out his channel. I want to go see if is it on YouTube?
Yeah,
Yeah.
subscribe. Some good stuff. He gets some good guests.
Yeah,
Okay.
he does.
And it's all like art duels.
No.
No.
He does all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
He'll do sketches and he'll talk comics. He'll a little bit of everything. It's all enlightening type stuff. And you know, you're an artist. You'd appreciate it. You know?
Okay. Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Gotta check it out. Are we gonna make the surprise announcement today, Ken? Or are we gonna wait to tell people that David's coming to MegaCon?
Yeah.
We'll wait.
We're gonna wait? Okay.
That would be a surprise.
Yeah. It'd be a
No.
surprise. It'd be a surprise to me too.
I've only asked him, I don't know, 9 times.
Now's the time, man. I mean, there's so many vacancies.
He said if I can get him there in an hour, he'll go.
In an hour.
Hmm.
Hyperloop.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Wormhole.
Yeah, wormhole. Is that wait, an hour driving or an hour flying?
Do you fly, Dave?
I don't think David flies.
Yeah, I do. But,
Oh, do you?
yeah.
I feel like
What if I buy the beer so it only feels like an hour?
Yeah.
What if we pulled the old Mr. T trick?
Yeah, exactly. B.A. Baracus.
B.A. Baracus his ass
Yeah.
and throw him on a plane.
I ain't getting on no plane, Hannibal. He never
Told you,
figured it
Hannibal.
out for that.
I ain't getting on no plane.
That's pretty good.
Mine is just a bastardized version of Eddie Murphy's Mr. T, which is terrible.
I don't know if I know Eddie Murphy's.
Oh my goodness. Pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
John Beatty said he's not sure, but he thinks you're drawing the gold Colossus.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly who I'm doing.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah, that's clearly gold Colossus. No question.
Yeah.
No question. You know Jeff's listening. He's not defending himself. That's the crazy part.
Is he?
He's got to be.
Is he on the stream?
No, is he? He was. Oh, there it is.
Oh man, that looks cool.
It's gold, man. I'm telling you.
Well, I'm hoping that we're going to have a good enough internet connection that I'll be able to do some broadcasting with David, maybe from MegaCon.
That'll be cool and interesting if it could happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Be the first of your kind.
Yeah.
Start a new trend.
Are you gonna like put up a TV there, like in a spot where
No,
they should be?
I mean, that was the idea until I saw the fees to broadcast internet,
Oh,
which I wasn't ready to do yet. So I'm just gonna try to with either the Wi-Fi or using my phone, to charge an iPad.
Can you guys see this, or is it too?
It's a little light.
it's a little light, but you can see the basic form. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to get it in camera so you guys could see.
Once we start inking it, we'll be able to see it better.
I guess so. Let me see. You guys don't want to see my belly. I just ate Panda Express, so
Oh,
I'm not looking extra svelte right now.
yeah. Panda Express is my jam.
I normally don't like it, but they because it's a bit too salty.
Hmm.
But my wife gets this teriyaki chicken that's relatively plain, which I was just like, oh, okay. So it's just like all protein. So I'm with it.
Right on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like a huge fan of like bad Chinese.
Is that right?
I love it. Like mall Chinese food. Like
What?
as like as awful as like it drives my wife crazy. I'm just like I just want that stuff. I think it's like all the sodium and whatever. And I love good Chinese food. Like, you know, something that's a little bit more authentic. I mean, we've got a couple of like Asian markets and stuff here that also have little restaurants and whatever. And I grew up in a place that we had a lot of authentic Chinese food, and I love that stuff. But something about like just bad generic Chinese food like super appeals to me.
Oh, you're going to be in heaven then down here in Florida because the Chinese food is awful.
Especially the
Same
stuff in the
down here.
buffets that have been sitting there for a while, just marinating in their own juices. Love that stuff.
I mean, me coming from LA, I become kind of like a food snob, so I'm kind of hard on all the local foods and the wannabe, you know, food circuits and stuff like that because I'm always
Sure.
comparing it to California, you
Yeah.
know. So living up in LA and up in the Bay Area, I mean, that's even two different types of California cuisine, you know.
Really?
So just real spoiled.
Yeah. How long ago did you move out of that area?
Now it's like 14 years now.
Okay.
Oh wow.
You miss it?
Nope.
You miss the food though.
I miss the people, you know, certain people,
Yeah.
but I don't miss the place. You know, I was born in Hollywood, so
Okay.
I know what's, you know, that world and all that kind of what all that entails, and you know, I've had my fun, you know. So
I hear you. Is it a little bit mellower where you're at right now?
It's a 180 compared to LA. Even though a lot of California folks and East Coast folks are migrating out here, I'm like, hey, get out of here! It's mine. You know?
I found it first.
Yeah.
John says you have to go to Little Saigon to get good food, Ken. Colonial and 1792. I don't know what that means. They have a lot, including
It's-
Korean,
it's-
Vietnamese, etc. Good eats.
Yeah, I found one place that's actually decent in Winter Garden, which is probably as close to good Chinese food as I've gotten down here. So
Yeah. My favorite Orlando area. Okay. My favorite kind of Asian food is I don't know if you guys have had like Hakka or Indo Chinese cuisine. That's all like from the regions that border the border regions between India and China,
Mhm.
and it's like a different kind of food. It's fantastic. Like, let's say like the Szechuan region and stuff like that. They've got a lot of that Indo Chinese cuisine, which is whoo, phenomenal, man. Spicy as all get out. It's good stuff.
Do they have egg rolls?
Egg rolls are not a staple.
Then they're not good.
Hey, you know who has egg rolls? You know who has egg rolls?
Hmm.
My mall Chinese place.
Yeah.
If that's the barometer for good Chinese food, then hey, they got it.
You don't have egg rolls, you're no good.
Hey Ken, are you gonna take us to any of these places that John's talking about?
yeah, probably not.
What kind of like you didn't even attempt?
There was like no
Yeah.
hesitation.
He didn't even attempt to. Maybe if we get time. No, he's like, probably not.
Yeah, I'm usually tired after the show. I usually go home. No, I'm sure we'll do something. I was looking into
Ken
there's a
can't
place,
even
there's an
hang.
axe throwing place.
Ken can't even hang on his own stream, so of course he can't. hang on.
Come on, man. That was 12 hours.
Yeah, that was long. Went to 2 different cities.
Oh yeah, you did. Stealing wine from different people.
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah.
I'm a little wine thief. I'm not gonna lie. Free booze.
I'm loving how that Colossus is turning out. Man, I might want something too.
And if anybody didn't see, if you go to the 4C page on Facebook, I just put up. I put up 50, but I have about 100 copies of X Factor 71
Whoop.
that Larry Stroman is going to sign and remark.
Woo!
Show will be available. So, but I'm taking orders on the 4C site if anybody wants to do anything like that. And of course, we're doing commission list pickups. If anybody's going to MegaCon, you can get on one of the guys' commission lists and pick it up at the show at some point.
Did you make his Willy Bobo standee?
Yeah.
Tempted. It's tempting.
So tempting.
Larry's only gonna sign them while he's in the bathroom. That's like special edition.
No.
Oh my god.
We just won't tell people which one it was.
Oh no.
Well, listen, it happens.
That's right, Bacon. Willy Bobo.
Willy Bobo.
No.
I'm gonna get Larry to do a Willy Bobo for me at MegaCon. Make a meme out of him on the page here.
Wait, what?
I'll have him draw one. Willy
Oh.
Bobo. Yeah. Oh, you. No, not an actual Willy Bobo. Yes,
Like, man, you are tough on your talent.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
tell
no.
Larry, make me a Willy Bobo.
Make me a Willy Bobo.
Yes, right here.
Right here, right on the table.
Right here, right now.
Oh no.
For those of you not following along, we apologize.
Yeah, it's usually like hour 11 when it becomes this deranged.
We're just getting a head start for David here.
Da-da-da.
So, did you say you've been to San Diego Con, Ken?
I've never been.
Never been. Wow.
Never been. I wish. I hope to. Maybe next year. I got a place to stay.
Oh, are we all still crashing at Annika's?
Yeah, well, she'll be on the street with her mother, so we're all going to crash in the apartment.
She'll be on the street with her mother.
I know. Wait a minute, Ken. Wait
What
a minute.
I mean online on
Wait.
the street with her mother.
Wait.
I'm just not being descriptive enough tonight.
We're like, what?
Annika's sending her boyfriend on a golf trip. She's going camping with her mom. Right? Something.
Yeah,
And
on
we're
the
gonna
street.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
corner.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I was really bummed when they went to that stupid Thanksgiving show this year and they had to cancel it again. But yeah, next year my tickets are rolling over, so
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I'll be there. That's 2 years in a row they've had to roll the tickets over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm gonna move this camera,
Do you go to San Diego,
or
Dave?
maybe I'll say again.
Do you go to San Diego Comic-Con?
I used to like every year since I was like 16, 17. And then I'd say 17. and I stopped about like when I moved out here about 14 years ago because I just had enough because
Mhm.
it stopped being about comics and it was more about these celebrities and the big giant booths of whatever toys and this that and the other and it less about the artists and the guys who are producing these comics that kill themselves for hardly any money. What sent me over the top was I was sitting at a table and Len Wein and Marv Wolfman were there, and this was early on when those X-Men movies were coming out, and everybody was going crazy because Hugh Jackman was there, you know, and hardly anybody was there for the guy who created Wolverine, who was sitting right next to me,
Wow.
and I'm like, see, we're all out of whack over here, you know. So, and Artist Alley kept on getting smaller and smaller, and I was just like, you know what, this is whack. That's why I like Heroes Con so much, because
Mhm.
it's closer to what San Diego Con originally was when I first went there, which was great. It was in a completely different building, and it felt like a Comic Con. It felt like a Comic Con you didn't want to leave.
Mm.
You're like, oh man, this was fun. You know, it was camaraderie, and you could actually have decent conversations with uh, comrades in arms. As far as comics are concerned, and you know, colleagues and also the fans, and you could actually hear them instead of being drowned out by the multitude of, you know, non comic book fans, but more of the celebrity fans. The celebrity fans drown out everything that you could, do at the show or talk to anybody. You're just like, dang, man, you almost feel their energy zapped out of you. I went there one time as a fan. I said, okay, I'm gonna go and not sit at a table, and I had a table to sit at, and I said I'm gonna just walk around and just go and walk around. It
Mhm.
exhausted me, just it's like, man, it's just cattle, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does feel that way. It's a lot more like media oriented than it is comic right now.
Yeah. It's to me, people don't see it, but it's the tail wagging the dog. Granted, we've always wanted to have movies, but we wanted them also to champion the characters that we always wanted to see, but also champion the creators that created them in the first place.
Right.
And
Mhm.
it barely does that. You'll get a credit here and there in the movie, but you gotta be a fan to want to sit there and endure it and stuff like that. And there's also no uh, reciprocation to the comic book sellers, the comic book shops, where those are the guys who peddled our stuff for years, where there was no shout out in any of these movies to say, hey, go visit your local comic shop. It didn't have to be one sided or only go get your Marvel comics, or any of that. It could say just go support your local comic shop at the end of these movies. Why would that hurt them to say that? To keep this medium alive that made this other medium billions. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's all become so perverted now, you know,
Yep.
and there's people feeding into it, and there's other people rebelling against it right now. So,
And I think it's also they keep talking about like um the movies bringing in new readers, and that's
none of
just such a that's
that's
Mhm.
that's
that's
not true.
hogwash, man. It just doesn't
Total,
happen.
total hogwash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I sometimes get into this thing where I try not to be, you know, gatekeeping, right? I mean, enjoy what you enjoy, whatever. But like, you know, if you're out there like kind of proclaiming you're the biggest Marvel fan in the world because you watched all the MCU movies, right? Man, at least give the comics a shot. Do something. Throw some money their way. You know?
Mhm.
See, but that's the thing is like the bean counters don't care about that. They consider those people the biggest fans because they are the larger demographic now. Now we're the minority in the thing where we were the majority at one point.
Right.
They created an audience that trumps us, 20 times over,
Yeah.
So comic books are going to become irrelevant to these bean counters, and they're going to just say, we don't need to keep you. We could just reprint comics just to keep the license alive forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why people are going outside of what you were saying is mainstream, and they're looking outside of that to say, okay, since you're not doing anything mainstream, you must be bringing something new. Let's go see what's new, because those mainstream things they only have a shelf life even in this entertainment business where people are going to go, all right, we had enough,
Yep.
and they'll be looking.
And you are seeing more and more of these new avenues pop up where people aren't necessarily constrained to Marvel or DC or even Image or Dark Horse for that matter. I mean, they're self-publishing. There's Kickstarters out there. There's Scott Snyder's doing his thing now, and then there's well, I'm not sure you'd agree about the Netflix stuff, but there's different avenues. It seems there's more avenues now towards comic publishing than there seemed to be even 5 years ago.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and as it should be. And the thing of it is that the mainstream people have made it like they were the gatekeepers, so to speak. And the truth has come out that everybody could do this stuff.
Right.
You don't have to be this, and this, and have X, Y, and Z credentials to do whatever it is that's on your mind creatively.
Right.
You could just go start throwing down,
Yeah.
in front of your computer. There's kids out there that are doing amazing stuff where I'm just like, all right, now I guess I got to learn computer just to compete with these guys,
Don't do it, man. Don't be digital.
I got to do it.
No.
Oh,
Got to do it.
I mean, for digital colors, maybe. Yeah.
I'm thinking where I'll do digital pencils and print them out and have original inks.
Oh,
so
sure, yeah. Yeah. Would you ink directly on the printout, or would you light box it?
Yeah. Because I print it out on board, just like any other, like the same board I'm drawing on right now.
Uh-huh.
So there would be original for someone to hold and sell, trade, do whatever.
Oh, sure. And like it's different from a blue line where an inker, a different inker inks a different penciler. This is you inking your own work, so that's much different.
Yeah.
At least in terms of a collectability aspect. I mean.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still that you're blowing me away with that Colossus, man. Dang it! I was hoping you would do just like him as a human, so I could just make fun of. Jeff.
Have you got anything new lately, Oranga?
Pardon me?
Have you got any new pieces lately?
Man, I have paid for a lot of new pieces. And the Chicago Post Office has been holding some of them hostage for a while.
Oh, I hate the Chicago Post
It's
Office.
the worst, man. And it's like an international hub, right? and
Oh.
like I had a piece show up from Greece. It showed up from Greece, from Athens to Chicago in like a week and a half, and then it took 2 months for it to get to me
Whoa.
from that postal center in Chicago.
Ooh.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But what am I waiting on? I had a couple of cool Comic Link wins that should be showing up this week. I got an Adi Granoff. Oh, hell, who do that? Black Widow. That's right. And I got a Tony Harris Doctor Strange, which should be showing up. That was pretty dope. Yeah. There's all manner of stuff in various states of completion out there. I just did a quick count. I'm waiting on 18 different commissions right now.
Ooh, I love doing those kinds of counts. I'm so behind on my spreadsheet because I have a whole spreadsheet.
Yeah.
I just got overwhelmed.
And what sucks is, right, it's that addict gene, because if one of these suckers would show up, right, it would give me like maybe a few more days of like, oof, I got my hit before I start chasing the dragon again. But now it's like there's 18 things in various states of completion and or I don't know where the hell they are. And so like now I'm just like constantly on Comic Art Tracker, like, ooh, let's see what else I can find. Let's see what else. It's a major problem.
Yeah.
Why I get anything at MegaCon?
What's that?
Are you getting anything at MegaCon?
Man, should I tell you guys, or should I say it up here?
Yeah.
Because, I got competition out there. I was looking forward to getting something from Dave Johnson, but he just canceled today. I'd love to get another piece from Jay Lee. Who else? Shoot, I had a list going because I'm organized like that. Where it is. Hang on, I'll tell you guys. David Nakayama. I get something from him.
Oh, you got a list. Nice.
Yaman.
Oh, I want a David Nakayama.
You could have had it if you just managed to cross over the center of the country and come to a con.
Not cool, David Williams. That's like longer than an hour.
Y'all just unbelievable.
I just go up.
I might try to get a Clayton Crane if possible. I know that's a long shot.
Ooh.
Yeah. But that's about it. And it's actually shorter than that now because Dave Johnson canceled. And hopefully Jay shows up.
Yeah.
Now, you know what I would love is if... And maybe, David, you can kind of pipe in on this and tell me how this is and as an artist. There's no nice way to ask this, right? Like, I still love Jay's style today. It's just different from the style that I fell in love with in the 90s, right? Oh, yeah, that's right, Chris. And Miko, I'm going to butcher his last name. Suayan? Is that right? Is that how you say it?
That's how I say it.
Miko Suayan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Miko Suayan. So Jay Lee, love his style right now, but it's almost like a different artist. But I love that 90s style of his where it was all like angry 90-degree angles and muscles and spatter and stuff like that. Once you've left a style behind, is it done?
I'd say for the most part with comic book artists, but some people like myself that weren't exclusively comic book guys could vacillate in and out and, accommodate, I guess, for what is being asked for. Because there's people who go, I want you to do, because you worked on the Superman and Batman animated, can you draw me a Batman animated style Batman? And I'm like, all right, sure. That kind of thing.
Right.
But I never found like a style that I was saying, this is what I'm going to stick with forever, and this is this style that I've morphed out of. I was always morphing out of style, so I'm not overly married to anyone.
Sure.
Now, do I prefer drawing whatever I want? Yep.
Right.
I like it when someone goes, "Hey, do it how you see fit," and then
Right.
we could both be surprised by whatever comes out.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. I always felt like the reason I'm always hesitant to even ask that question is it feels kind of insulting to the
Mhm.
artist.
Yeah.
It's almost like that's why I always add the preamble, right? I always say, I love your work right now. It's fantastic. It's, but, and I've never asked an artist that. I've never done it just because it's always in the back of my head that it's, it could be potentially insulting to them and whatever. But, you can't change the fact that there's a nostalgic connection to something like, hey, that's, when Jay was doing Namor and, when he moved on to, X Factor and then Wildcats and whatever. And like that style there was what stuck with me. I mean, it was like nothing else out there at the time. Everyone else was kind of doing Jim Lee. And he was out here doing these, for lack of a better term, these ugly, angry characters. And I freaking loved it. But, it's also something along the lines of, hey, you got to resign yourself to the fact that, hey, if it's gone, it's gone. Look for older published work or something like that.
I'm sure he'd probably entertain the conversation at at best. So I don't think he's such a nice guy. He doesn't get bent out of shape like Larry would.
Oh, yeah.
I love the fact that he's not here to defend himself.
I might ask him if I, get a chance to like catch him alone when there aren't like a bunch of people around. Because then, like, the risk for him is like he does it for me, and then like a bunch of people ask him to do the same thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm having this conversation on a streamed show. I'm never gonna share it if he actually does do it. He's gonna be like, "Look, don't tell anyone I did this for you."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then what's the point?
Yeah.
Art cannot exist in a vacuum, or can it?
It could.
Yeah. Jesus, man, I'm
What
so
are you asking
jealous.
Gosh,
for? I missed. What are you asking Larry for?
No, he's just messing with Larry. Hey, if Ken's not here, I mean, if Jeff's not here to claim it,
Yeah.
like, he's not on the stream. I don't see him on there. He's not. Can I just take this? I'll send you the money right now, Ken.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I would ask David to do one better, and it makes Jeff jealous.
Do the full body one.
Tell him you want
What?
the silver version.
Money. That doesn't make any sense.
No. Have him do the same. Just have him do a different pose. Have him do the a different version of Colossus. A little more badass style.
He's like, no, I want his.
No, I really, this, like, the whole point about this is Art Sniper. That's right, Linda. The whole point
Well,
is,
listen, maybe if David gets this to me before MediaCon, I'll just throw it on the table and you guys can fight over it.
Yeah, I'm down. I was about to say, you down with OPA, other people's art? Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Goodness gracious. John said, have him do the Silver Colossus. Good idea.
This one. Damn it, Jeff. Ugh. I'm gonna just have to tell him. Just a nice looking piece.
I want to try to get a Miko and
Mhm.
possibly Creighton Crane when I'm down there too.
Do you think he'll be sketching at the show or just doing like his signatures?
Who Creighton? He
Uh,
people were posting sketches he did last weekend.
Yeah.
oh, that he was doing sketches at Terrificon?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Looks like they were like head sketches on 8.5 by 11.
Okay.
hmm
So we'll see. Got 11 more days, right?
Gosh, that's so fast.
Gosh, is it 9 days? Today's the 3rd, isn't it?
Oh, 9
Mhm.
days. You're right. 9 days.
Yeah. Ken's gonna show up with all the stuff to set up on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's like, we ready, guys?
I told Jeff the hard part's going to be, I do load in on Wednesday. Because no one else is going to be there. Not setting it all up myself because I'm going to want to.
You just, I mean, I wouldn't complain if you set it up yourself and we just walk in on Thursday, just like, what's up, y'all? Just like doing the, hey, while everything's already
That's not how
set
you earn Chinese food.
up. with like a box of Chinese food. Like, what's going on, Ken?
Yeah, I said that's how you earn Chinese food. I might seriously have to take you to a bad place now. See if you like it.
Dude, I haven't eaten Chinese food that I've hated or disliked.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm a simple person. I'm not very picky with food. I mean, I like good food, but like, if it comes down to it, I'm not like super picky about it. I'll eat anything.
Oh.
What
I'm like that
was
with pizza. My daughter's playing a video game, I think.
Oh. It sounded like a T-Rex running around.
hmm
Jeff just texted me medieval times. No, I'm not going to medieval times.
Ooh, I've never been to medieval times.
And you never will be with me.
Like this show? The dinner show?
It's awful.
I loved that as a kid. My jam.
What, medieval times?
Yeah, like the dinner show, right?
I have no idea. I've never been. I didn't grow up here, Annika. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a Vegas thing. It's pretty.
Oh, is it a Vegas thing?
I don't know. The one I went to was in Vegas.
You know what they do have down here, which is pretty cool dinner show. They have one called Capone's. It's supposed to be like you go to like a 1920s speakeasy.
Like-
So all the waiters and waitresses are gangsters and showgirls, and
Oh.
They have several.
It's a lot of fun.
And where?
They have them in Cali, quite a few of them.
Yeah.
What, Capone's or medieval times?
Medieval.
Medieval times.
Oh.
Definitely went to one for a birthday.
Was it your 21st?
Yep.
No way!
No.
Was it really?
It was like someone's like 11th birthday. But it's a trek because it's like right before LA kind of. So it was a long thing, like a drive.
Yeah. Annika, did you grow up in San Diego?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm still here. Can't get rid of me.
I had to move downstairs, and that's my dog who likes to bark.
Does someone have a pet dinosaur?
Who's saying it's a tourist trap?
I used to
Who
live
said
in
it's a bird?
Escondido.
That's the Avi.
Oh yeah. That's super close.
Facebook user. Who are you? Reveal thyself.
Probably Avi. It was Avi.
Jason Harris. I mean, it's a tourist trap, but if you're a kid, it's pretty cool.
It
The
is
food
Jason
is terrible, and I loved it. You don't get silverware. You watch knights fight on horses. I mean,
You don't get silverware.
No.
You can do that at my house.
I mean, you can do that at any house. That's true.
We use
I-
God-given silverware.
It was so fun. I think if I went now, though, I'd be like, oh, this is not about it. But as a child,
11 years old, I guess. Yeah, that would work. Knights dueling.
like knights fighting, and they like.
Like, is
do,
that blood? Like, do you get to see
No,
blood?
no. But they do like
As
the
a
thing
child.
with like, the jousting.
You know what David and I did as children? We didn't go to medieval times. We went to like Bob's Big Boys.
That's right.
They got one of those. They got one of those trays that would have games and stuff like that. That was as close to we got as we get entertained at dinner.
What's a Bob's Big Boy?
Oh boy.
Oh, the little. I know that little mascot.
Is it a burger
McDonald's,
joint?
Burger King? Yeah.
Oh,
Used to
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, he's the guy with the something about Mary swoop, right?
Yeah, little floop.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chili.
Yep.
Did they have a chili mac? I love anything with chili, guys. I will just devour.
Chili Mac.
Chili dogs, chili fries. Damn, I want some chili now.
What movie is that from?
What? Jeff's quote.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Garden
Remember I
State.
just talked about that.
Garden State.
Nope.
Um,
It was Janine Garofalo. The waitress.
We need another hint.
Bueller.
I love Ferris.
Jim
Bueller?
Carrey.
Cable Guy.
Cable Guy.
Oh. Jeff, I hate you.
Man, that's awesome.
Jeff sucks. Boo,
That
Jeff.
is awesome. So I want like a cybernetic arm. Oh wait, I guess we should put up first.
God, that's so good.
I know. It's ridiculously good.
Jeff,
good.
all cleaning up on here.
It's about to get like really loud in here, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, is that puppy?
Yeah, she just came back from a walk, so she's just like all tongue right now.
We got a live claim available for David if anybody wants. If not, Rank is going to jump on it.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Wait, did you put it up on the screen, Ken?
Yeah, it's up there, isn't it?
Did. Yep,
We got a claim.
we do. Sorry, Aranga.
Love that thing. Who claimed?
Mike D7086.
My D7086. You're my new nemesis.
Jeff, you're off the hook now.
Yeah, it's funny.
Who is Mike D7086?
Mike D7086, reveal thyself as a real human.
Gotta send Ken an email.
I'm gonna do. Hey, which one of these squares has a traffic light in it? Mike D7086.
I wish I had like a picture of one handy.
Yeah. Yeah. Mike D7086. How many fingers am I holding up right now?
3, 2. I don't. What are you doing? There's 2. Not drunk yet, guys.
He claimed a Mon-El. What's a Mon-El?
From Legion of Superheroes. So which suit?
No, Mike D, you did win the claim. Aranga's just bitter.
Can you ask him which suit?
Mike D.
Yes. What suit would you like, Mike D? And you gotta send an email to 4C Comics.
I knew he was a robot. Hey.
This way we can send you an invoice.
Oh,
As puppers.
classic suit.
classic suit.
Okay, dope.
With the big
I
buttons.
don't even know that character. Who is that?
You don't know who
With the big
Mon-El
buttons.
is?
Nope. I am
Yeah.
looking him up. Him, her?
Him from Legion of Superheroes.
Eh.
Oh, that's a DC book. That's why I don't know it.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm not even a little bit. Not even a little bit, Dave. Let me see. Mon-El comics. Because all I
Dave's
get
not
is,
drawing, which means he's looking it up too, by the way.
oh, yeah.
See his hand on the mouse? He ain't slick.
I'm checking my emails.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, you guys don't know Mon-El? Google.
Hey, Mike, did you want a full figure or a sketch, by the way? Mike
Mike
7086. It's
Guys.
Mike, isn't it?
Oh, is it mic'd or is it Mike D? Oh.
It's Mike D.
But what if it's like he's mic'd up?
Wouldn't that be M-I-C apostrophe D?
No, he's cool. So it's Mike with a K.
I doubt it.
He'll go with the quick sketch.
So this is a quick sketch, not full body.
Quick
Yes.
sketch. Quick sketch, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, first of all, this guy's notable alias is Bob Cobb. Mon-El.
Are you?
Wow.
Oh, I was about to say, are you stalking Mike D?
No, I'm stalking Mon-El. His notable alias is Bob Cobb. I mean, what a goober.
Oh no. Oh, goobers. I love
Bob
goobers.
Cobb.
Bob Cobb, Marvel Lad, aka Legionnaire Lemon, Valor, M apostrophe O'Neill, Champion, Jonathan Kent, and Mike Matthews.
He's got more names than the Mother of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Where's
Yeah,
Dustin?
whoever his herald is has like a 5-minute intro.
Gotta take a breath.
Yeah. His significant other is Shadow Lass.
He is also a brush salesman.
What?
like
Mike D,
Like
why the
camel
hell
hair
did you ask
brushes?
for this guy? I don't know. I don't know if you caught that, David, but like he said he wants him drawn as his alter ego, who is a brush salesman.
Oh boy.
Bob Cobb.
This is gonna be like you're gonna get him in trouble, like with Ari and the pregnant Spider Woman. Oh,
All right. Well, I'm gonna see Mon-El come to life, begrudgingly.
No, yeah, maybe we'll like it.
Yeah, I highly doubt it. Spoiler alert. There's no suspense to this.
I didn't see the costume, so I can't judge.
yeah. See, Craig knows what's up.
Craig was the one that got goofed up because he was like, is it a torso? Is it a headshot? But that wasn't my fault. That was multiple people changing their minds.
But then you did say the baby, and then he almost did draw the baby, the pregnant.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think you've done that every time Ari's claimed that one.
Yeah, I'm never going to not do that if I'm on the show
I mean,
and
that's
Ari
fair.
claims. Yeah. He clearly asked for the Supergirl Mon-El version. That's right.
Oh.
David, for real though, were you a Legion of Superheroes fan?
Yeah,
Or are you-
totally.
That was it. No further questions.
I really thought there was gonna be like a follow up.
I thought there was going to be like a thing about a long drawn out, like, you know, loved him since Jim Shooter wrote him and da 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 da.
Oh, you thought his answer was gonna be longer. He's drawing.
Yeah.
Was that yours?
That's not mine.
Yeah, mine.
I was gonna say that doesn't
My little
sound like,
yippy little thing.
that sounds like a little dog.
Wait, did Craig move from Facebook to YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Look at him.
That's all over platforms on it.
I'm hoping they open up the borders by the time. Well, two things. One, I hope Baltimore still goes ahead, and two, by the time they do, I hope they open up the Canadian border so Craig can join us.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Baltimore Comic Con.
Mm.
Mm.
CC.
Yeah, no, that's a little far.
Do you like travel places by boat?
No, I mean I travel.
Have you been to the East Coast?
Yeah, I lived in New York for a summer.
Covered in New York.
What is it about the East Coast that you hate?
No, I actually love New York. I love the East Coast.
Do you love the East Coast or do you love New York?
I love both.
Where else
You've only
have you
been to
been
New
to
York.
on the East Coast, Annika?
We went on an 8th grade school field trip once, like DC and all that. That's East Coast, right? Yeah. No? Pennsylvania.
So the
Uh,
last time you were out east was in the 8th grade?
no, I lived in New York when I was like 23, 4?
For a summer.
Oh, shit. That's like a decade ago, too. Okay, yeah, it's been a minute. I'll give you that. It's definitely been a minute. Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a little bit more.
I mean,
Oh,
I
Jeff's out
talked
here
over.
reminding people doing our job. Hey, get on YouTube and smash that like button wherever you guys are.
I already
Smash
did it,
caress it, whatever. Be nice
Caress
to it. Be
Mm,
mean to it.
I wouldn't caress it.
What? Just caress the like button, just gently, or aggressively smash it.
Yeah, no, we were told to smash it.
Why?
I don't know.
Why does it have to be smashed?
Jeff
I don't
is
understand it.
feeling aggressive today.
Jeff is feeling aggressive.
Might be all the, just pent up rage from your hating on his piece. Trying to steal
Trying
it.
to steal it. All
I
right,
was in
roll
California
call.
once, a million years ago, and I went to.
Yeah.
We were walking around, hanging out, and I saw something that said an O2 bar. And I was like, "What the hell is an O2 bar? I want some beer. Let's go in."
No.
And we go in, and it's a place where they hook up like hospital oxygen things in your nose, and they feed you scents. I looked at the lady. I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah, I don't think those were around too long.
Oh my
they're
god!
still around,
That was when I
aren't they?
realized California is not for me.
Hey, Vegas has oxygen bars.
Do they? Still?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a lot of people that like smoke. Maybe that's why.
No.
I don't know. Vegas is a weird place. I love Vegas.
But they also have like spots where like you can call like a traveling nurse to come in and hook you guys up to IVs.
Heck yeah. I mean, what? I've never heard of that. I've never.
This sounds like Annika's had some experience. So like you.
I don't love my
You-
drinks. I don't
Mike
need
said-
Doesn't
an
have that long. I'm falling in love with them.
Oh.
Vegas has hangover treatment places where they hook you up to the saline bag. Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Well, Annika's got
That's
like one of those
efficiency.
punch cards.
No, I don't.
Yeah, she's like, oh, it's my 5th one. This
No.
one's free.
No, I just suffer for like 3 days. Let's be real here.
I
She
wish
just goes
they
to the
had
hospital
those
and gets the syringe line put in before she drinks. So it's just easier.
I wish they had those in like New Orleans,
Mm.
because yeah, you can get into some trouble in NOLA.
That is one place I really want to go.
Hey, guess where it is, Annika?
Not the best coast, but one of the coasts.
The West Coast.
The West
Got the West Coast. We'll see. We'll see who's laughing when you guys are like basically Atlantis.
Underwater?
Yeah, yeah. We'll see all these West Coasters with their bags packed, just like trudging begrudgingly into like Ohio or something.
Not Ohio.
The earthquake
Yes.
doesn't break California off into the ocean at some point anyway.
Oh, 100%.
Craig says there's an underground city in Vegas. What?
What?
Can anyone on the stream confirm that there is an underground city? Craig is Canadian, so he's very gullible. So someone probably told him this.
I know Seattle has an underground city.
Like
There
where
one in
more people
Houston
live?
too.
Well, no, people don't live
Yeah.
there. Like they built Seattle on top of it after a fire. So there's like tunnels and stuff. Allegedly.
Warlocks.
I'm doing some research on underground
my God.
Vegas.
Jeff just confirmed it.
I think
Underground
Houston has an
Vegas.
underground area too. Doesn't it?
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh,
only
it
been
says
to
meet
Houston
the
once.
mole people living beneath the Las Vegas Strip.
Oh no. Mole
Mhm.
people.
Mole people, not homeless people.
No, I heard mole people, but that's like little. That's my mole. You're welcome. Houston. Wow, all these places.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Huh. Adam Ross. Oh, there it is.
I know that guy.
Adam Ross says, my apologies to the Brohawk. Had the company meetings on the interwebs. Missed out on the first sketchings. So I think he's saying he wants to see what the first sketch was, Dave.
All right.
He's very enthused. All right.
He's like, all right, Adam.
Whatever.
Oh. Not really.
It's the Gold Colossus.
So good.
Gold Colossus.
What the heck is Colossus doing?
He's
Looks like he's rolling dice.
ooh, he could be rolling dice.
Yeah, Las Vegas. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like Vegas. Vegas style. He is the gold version of Colossus, by the way.
There you go.
Go losses.
Hey, after this, can you tell me the cold version of Iceman?
Yeah, Craig, apparently there's a gold version of Colossus.
Yeah.
We all learned that today.
There is no gold
I think
version.
I think what's the female version of Jane Foster Thor?
A
Yep.
gold
a gold Jane Foster.
24K, Craig. Colossus ain't gonna be caught dead in 18K.
It's too soft.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's not how. That's not how.
I mean,
Rasputin
you know,
rolls.
By trade, I am a jeweler, so a gold Colossus would be very inefficient because he would be soft.
Jeff's like, it's
Oh,
not
we're
just
in
the lighting.
trouble.
Shut up, Jeff. It's the lighting.
He's getting mad at us. He even did like the little angry emoji.
It's like throwing out the angry emojis. Shut up, Jeff. There is no gold Colossus. Open the comic up. Tell me if he's gold in the interior. He's not.
Ooh.
Gold.
Now you're gonna get a special tool, David, like a little small jar.
Yeah, with the bowl.
Cat
I wasn't expecting this professional little tool thing.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites. When you break out the kitchen utensils. I guess they're not utensils. Kitchenware.
Or when he takes it off screen, then brings it back and we have to
Makes
guess.
us guess.
We have to guess what he used.
I won. That's right. What was it? Like a lid? It was
Almost
like a
like
pot
that.
lid.
I should make that a contest. Like who could ever guess could get a free sketch or something like that.
What?
Whoa. Let's go, Aranga. I'm just gonna.
Yes. He used one of those plastic things that has several circles in it.
No, not now. Like if I do something.
Yeah, that was super smooth, Aranga.
I'll take a silver colossus. A gold colossus is basically a freaking Oscar, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Colossus.
Oscar Rasputin.
Oh my god.
Jeff is furiously Googling gold colossus right now to prove us wrong.
And then he's gonna text me. Hold this picture up, please.
show you guys.
Is that you?
Gold colossus exists. I tell you.
Oh no, the voice. Whew.
Oh, Jeff. Hey, he's got a link. He wants to come and defend himself. He's more than welcome.
Whoa, he sent us a link?
No, I sent him a link to the stream.
Oh.
He's gonna pop
Gold
it.
Archangel is an Emmy.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What's the Emmy? What's the Emmy statue look like? This is the one that
They're
has
holding up the
like,
globe.
circular.
Yeah.
This is why people sign on for the riveting conversation. Let's see here. Oh, I see it. Yep. Except it's a lady.
Well, I'm getting photos from Jeff. Hold on.
Is it? No, you're not. Of course you're getting photos from Jeff.
Of what? A gold colossus? Please share it.
Is
Hold
it
on.
a lady? It is a lady.
Gold
Could be her.
colossus.
Could be like the cape.
She's got like a long. She's got like a dress on, right? I had no idea.
Yeah, I just remember this part.
Yeah, holding the whatever. Gold Colossus X-Men.
Boo.
It's the fire that's getting reflected, Jeff. Do you understand how color and armor work?
He's tripping.
He's out of his mind.
Look, his legs
Not
aren't gold.
Colossus.
Only his top half is gold.
That's what happens when Sienkiewicz inks Andy Cooper.
Oh.
Gold Colossus. I'm never gonna let him live this one down.
Yeah, don't. Please.
I love that he's doubling and tripling down on this right now.
Mm-hmm.
No. Dropping F-bombs on you now.
Yeah.
I'll show him.
It's like, don't ruin my childhood. Gold Colossus was my favorite version.
Is it just one comic?
Yeah.
Huh.
Gold Tinkerbell with Flash's helmet wings. Yeah, that could work. That could work.
Hey, David, let's just go with gold characters tonight.
All right.
Ooh, who's that X-Men character?
Girl?
Gold Balls.
What in the world are you saying?
There's an X-Men character called Gold Balls. Gold Balls.
Mm.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, 100%.
Definitely not
100%.
Googling that, though.
That's what Colossus has in his hand.
If you Google it, you should Google Gold Balls X-Men.
Hmm.
He's
Yeah,
actually
be specific. You might not like what
he
you
was
see.
one of the new characters on X-Men, and then right now he's one of the 5 that's responsible for the resurrection protocols. Fabio Medina. Medina?
Is he
Medina.
a little?
What were you gonna say?
Funky
No.
cold. Medina.
He looks hefty.
I like that you were searching around for the word. He is a little. There's a lot to love.
That's not.
Are you
what
going
it
to
looks
screenshot
like.
this?
You know, he's very Rubenesque.
Boom. Gold Balls is one of the resurrection team. Yep, there he is.
He's not new though, Rhonda. Boom.
What'd you say?
I don't know. Bacon says he's not new though. Ooh, sorry.
I didn't say he was new.
Yeah, Bacon. He didn't say he was new. I'm just gonna go on both sides.
Rewind. Oh man, there's a fantastic picture of gold balls. You got to put this on screen, Ken. Save image. How do I send this to Ken? David's over gold balls. He's done.
His name Ella's looking pretty cool though. Got the hand in there.
Hmm?
David Williams' hand.
The Doom hands. Doom hands.
Why don't you come on here then, Jeff?
Yeah, why don't you come on here and talk to us a little bit more about Gold Colossus, Jeffrey? It's amazing. Gold Colossus only shows up when fire is around.
Oh no.
So is Beast black or blue?
Ooh. Both something.
Blue. I'm gonna go
Blue.
I'm not, yeah, blue.
He's blue.
She's all
The black's
"Duh,
just
blue."
yeah.
Blue? I always thought he was blue. Is he not blue? Do people think he's not blue?
He is blue.
People think he's not blue. That blue is just a highlight of the black.
No, that's Superman's hair.
Yeah,
Beast is actually blue.
correct. The Beast doesn't actually get a whole lot of black highlights. Nightcrawler, on the other hand,
Yeah, I could see Nightcrawler being.
yeah. Superman's hair,
debatable.
gray
Why do
Beast.
Heard that Superman's hair's got blue? Does it?
It was, what was it? Was that just one of the ways the color spectrum worked back then? They don't still do that, do they, David?
What do you mean?
Color his highlights blue. Superman's hair.
Yeah, they still do every once in a while. It depends on the art team.
That's something cool.
What other ambiguous characters are we talking about? Ambiguously colored. Sorry, let me be specific.
Oh. Like those are the only ones, right?
Mystique has it. I mean, where you kind of darken in the
Oh, the little. Mm-hmm.
yeah. What she's blue.
Gold Colossus.
See what you started, Jeff?
Oh.
David had to take a break.
My dog vomited on her blanket.
Oh. How old is your dog?
I think she's 9 years old now.
Okay. What kind of dog?
Chihuahua.
Oh, right on. She eat something bad, or is this just like a general?
I have no idea. She'll scavenge and she'll find some like material or some lint that she thinks is delicious, and all of a sudden,
Oh no.
you know,
You hear that?
yeah. And
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
Oof.
Did Ken just dip?
He said, "Peace out, bitches."
No, I'm here. I'm just with the family. So they're talking.
He's like,
I'm
he's
listening.
like slowly like just backed out of the room, just like I don't even think they know.
They they're talking about weird character colors.
He's all, I hate chihuahuas. Later.
I hate Chihuahuas because they remind me of Taco Bell, and I hate Taco Bell.
I love me some Taco Bell, guys.
What, Taco Bell?
Taco Bell's like grade D meat. It's like the worst food ever.
Oh, good.
Taco Bell.
Don't
Can't
eat-
do it.
Don't eat Taco Bell. It's Chihuahua meat.
Oh no.
What you got now, Annika?
I don't know. Got nothing.
Crispy Chihuahua meat. I guess it's because
Chihuahuas will take to make a Taco Bell taco.
Yeah.
What's that?
How many Chihuahuas does it take to make a Taco Bell taco?
1.5.
Half a Chihuahua.
It used to be called the Chihuahua Lupa, but now since they didn't want to reveal what kind of meat it was, they said, oh, it's just a chalupa.
Now they just call it a chalupa.
Chalupa, exactly. They're like, oops, a little bit too on the nose.
Yeah. Yeah. See, we didn't have Taco Bell where I grew up. So I mean, we had every other fast food, but Taco Bell was just not there. And then I watched.
Everywhere though.
No, we didn't have it. And then I watched Demolition Man, and Taco Bell was like featured prominently. And I was like, wonder what the hell this is. I bet you it's delicious. And then when I moved to the U.S., like I was like, all right, let me try this Taco Bell. And I was like, this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
This.
That's why they needed the seashells.
I wonder how much money they forked over to on the production of Demolition Man to be like, because I think they held like some kind of thing, not audition, but like they got to bid to see which corporation would take over. So I think like multiple people did. Taco Bell won out.
They did like at Comic-Con before COVID-19 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
They did like I think it was like the anniversary of Demolition Man, so they had like a pop-up Demolition Man taco.
Oh, really?
In
Oh, that's
downtown.
cool.
I think Wesley Snipes showed up too.
Nuh-uh.
Demolition Man taco.
I
If it
think,
was
if I remember
2018, he was still in jail.
No, 2019.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, maybe even 2018 he was out. When did he? When was he in the last Replacements flick?
Oh, when was that? That feels so long ago.
Yeah, everything feels so long ago. I see like they're doing pop-up movies all over, like in different cities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'd love to go do that.
Hey, how does everybody feel about the Scarlett Johansson suing Disney deal?
Good.
Get money.
How do I feel about it?
Did you deserve it?
I don't know about deserve or not, but like if there was, I mean, I'd be pissed if I was her. Like,
If there was like a back end deal.
yeah, like all the money she loses on the back end. This was, I mean, it was like pretty much guaranteed to be like a big deal. I think there's a little bit of embarrassment on her part too, because you know Captain Marvel turned out to be like the first female-led Marvel, and even Captain Marvel, like that made $1 billion globally, and then suddenly,
Undeservedly.
what's that?
Undeservedly.
No, I agree with you. I mean, I thought it was okay. I just didn't think it was like a holy cow. It grossed $1 billion.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That might be the only Marvel movie I didn't rewatch.
Rewatch? Yeah. I think I did watch it once again, but it was like.
While you're doing something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Background?
Like background noise. I love Ben Mendelsohn. I think he's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's great. I'm glad he's gonna get that show though. The Disney Plus show.
Secret
Invasion, right?
Secret Invasion. That's right.
Yeah, I do love him a lot. Beep, beep.
David, what was the last convention you did
The
as a
last one
guest?
was a Heroes.
Was Heroes in
Yeah.
2019?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you ever do or have you done Baltimore in the past?
Nope.
You haven't.
Is it good?
Cool. Are you planning on Heroes next year then? Potentially.
Possibly. Yeah. I hope to have a lot of stuff out by then.
Yeah.
For people, when you go to those shows or any kind of show as an artist, if you have the same stuff over and over, and also even if you don't, sometimes when they assume or just know that you're there, they pass you by, because they go, oh, that guy, I saw him last time, or I got something from him last time. So I don't want to overstay my welcome and make it worth people going, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. What do you got? That kind of. So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't like overstaying my welcome anywhere.
It makes sense in terms of, you want to build up that anticipation for places, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So by that time next year, your new project will be out. So you'll have like a bunch more stuff to kind of put out and stuff like that. That's your thinking. That's your logic here.
Yeah, God willing, we'll see.
Makes sense, man. Makes sense.
I mean, I want to be able to have the whole thing where it just blows people away. They'd be like, "Dang, you went!" Like how a rapper goes away for a while and it's considered going into the lab, so to speak. And
Yeah.
come out with a new album, and they're like, "Dang, man." And he also had a what do you call it, a underground release that he put out, on top of the album. It's just, hitting people left and right where people
just building up the heat, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do, where people are just like, dang, you've been gone a long time, and look at all this stuff, and oh, it's so different and new and fresh.
Yeah.
So that's the hope.
No, I got you. That makes a lot of sense, man. Have you obviously you can't talk about it, but are you thinking that you would change your approach art wise for this new project? Is that kind of
definitely for sure?
Okay.
I want to, do something unexpected and put people back on their toes, and challenge people who assume one thing from me,
Sure. Have you been kind of, doing practice is the wrong word, but kind of like working it out? Do you usually keep like a sketch pad that's independent?
I can't draw. I can't draw in sketchbooks.
Okay.
Because to me, it's that it's like a commitment to do something good. I think the personal sketchbooks. I've been so inundated with people over the years wanting me to draw in their sketchbooks. I would draw these really ornate, finished, pieces. So by the time I consider even going into mine, I can't loosen up. It's not like what I'm doing like right now is a lot looser, because I'm like, oh man, it has to look like this and it has to be perfect and this, that. And so I just gave up on sketchbooks altogether. And so I have a lot of loose pieces of paper with drawings where I buy typing paper or copy paper or whatever. Not
like 8.5 by 11.
Yeah, and I just draw on those, and then I'll just put it away. It'll probably be 2 or 3 drawings on it, and I'll put it away, and I don't want to look at it for a while, because I just get it out of my system,
right?
And for the most part, they're not for public consumption, but I'm holding them now mostly because, you know, my wife saw that I was throwing drawings away and stuff like that, and she's like, "What the heck are you doing?" You know, that's money.
Yeah.
I'll show you something real quick. Like, I have FedEx boxes full of drawings.
Oh wow.
Holy smokes.
You know, that's one. There's another. You know, it's got nothing but drawings in there. You know.
Wow.
You know, and I got about like 20 or 30 other boxes full of that stuff.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And this is just you working stuff out?
Yeah.
Is it project based or does it have to be like a project based, or are you just simply like, hey, I got an idea, I got to put it out here on paper to see how it works?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
So having it bound kind of, for some reason, psychologically, I can't get to it. I just like, you know. I mean, I've done sketches for people, like I said, in their personal sketchbooks.
Yeah.
And I don't have to go back and look at them anymore. But they look like real finished, you know, pieces.
Right.
And sketches are not supposed to be labor intensive. You know, they're just supposed to be exactly what they are, a sketch. Just like
right.
Like what this is.
And sometimes, right, when you're trying to make something pretty, if you will, you take some of the energy out of it. It happens sometimes, right?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where if you stick to a loose kind of, hey, I don't want to finish it, whatever, you can discover things about what you're trying to do and your style and stuff like that. And I totally understand what you're saying, but you feel like you're conditioned to, hey, a sketchbook's got to have a finished piece of art.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes, because that's how
Because you're so used to it.
For the most part, because anytime I would ever have a sketch book, it was always someone putting it in my face saying, hey, draw me something.
Yeah.
I never really bought them for myself. And so when I did, I was too uptight, you know. And I see people with, you know, sketchbooks and all this kind of stuff, and it looks great, you know, and I don't like, you know, necessarily like my sketches and stuff. I don't think the stuff looks great in my, you know, the stuff that's just for me, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because my stuff is in a shorthand, or it's really manic where I'm trying to figure stuff out, how anatomy works out, or how a face will work out, or a style, or I'm drawing on both sides of the page to figure out the thing on the right side. You know, it's all weird, you know?
Yeah. Which is what it's supposed to be. I mean, you're the only one that's supposed to understand it, right?
Yeah.
It's not there for someone else to look at and say, I wonder what he was trying to do there.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be out one day. I just don't want to be alive when it is.
Yeah.
Like Aaron Lepresti was saying, yeah, I got this drawing that you did for me in the 90s. And I'm like, man, how do I get to Aaron's house just so I could find that piece and burn it? You know?
Yeah, I hear you.
I was like Google mapping I was like, okay, I got his address. Let me, what time does he go to sleep over at that time? All right. There we go.
Gonna find that old David Williams work.
That's right.
Set it on fire.
Exactly.
Suck it, Aaron. It's mine.
Exactly. Shouldn't have revealed it.
Did he mention it on a live stream?
Yeah, he was about to show it, man. I was about to. I'm glad he didn't find it because I was about to dip out too. I was just like, later.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you feel like you worked out all the kinks that you needed to for, you know, to get that out of your system before you start the new project?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, I rarely get excited for any new thing, but this one I'm really excited. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be cool, and I can do this, and you know, when you're like working for the, you know, mainstream, you get your mind psyched for that thing, and you get into work mode and all this other kind of stuff. But it's rare to where you get those feelings of like when you first wanted to draw to impress, you know, friends, and you know, oh man, I can't wait until so and so sees this, that kind of thing.
Right.
You know, because when we were kids, we're drawing to impress our friends. You know, I used to draw at my grandmother's kitchen table and would draw with the neighbor kid, and they're like, oh yeah, check this out. Oh man, this is what I would do with Monel. I got Monel kicking Superboy's butt, you know, whatever. And we would just show drawings, and that's how that energy is lost once you actually become a professional, because you know, business gets in the way.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have, let's say, a confidant or a fellow artist who's a sounding board that you don't really mind sharing in process work while you're working stuff out, or is it a totally solo endeavor on your part?
I did, but some of those guys kind of fell off because they fell off into their corporate world, and they're artists too, but they just, you know, are so wrapped up into their business and also their family life that they don't have the time to talk, you know, hey, check this out and blah blah blah. They'll see it when it's out, and they'll go, oh, okay, man, you should have did this. I'm like, man, it's too late now. There you go.
I'll begrudgingly say that's very cool, man.
Mm-hmm.
Mike D. Congrats, Mike D. It's a good looking piece.
Monel.
Yeah, I'm dead. What's his name? Bob Cobb?
Bob Cobb.
Bob Cobb.
That's Bob Cobb. That's all he's going to be.
Oh, we have a live claim available for David if anybody wants.
Live claim for Dave.
Give the man something to do.
Brandon Long, Nemesis number 2. Swear to God, these people crawling out of the woodwork.
There's a lot more people now on. There weren't that many people on when we started.
Yeah. We've got a decent crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Long wants to claim a quick sketch of medieval spawn.
Is that because we were talking about medieval times?
Yes, I think we subconsciously affected him.
Oh,
Now
Bob.
I really do gotta go look this up.
Oh, you are gonna hate drawing this dude. He's all circles.
Really?
No.
Oh. I think I'm more gullible than Craig.
No, he's got the giant cape. He's got that helmet. He's got spikes all around.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
You could turn him down, and then I'll give you mine. I'm kidding, Brandon. Kidding.
Well, wait a minute. There's one with a skull and a shoulder, and the other that has spikes. Which one am I doing?
He said whichever one. He said like medieval spawn in medieval times. I'm not sure, Brandon. If you could specify like maybe an issue number, like early appearance of Medieval Spawn or like a more recent appearance, that might help separate the two.
I got it. I can figure it. I'm seeing a more consistent one with the
Okay.
spikes.
Yeah, the spikes. And Brandon said spikes too.
I don't think I've ever seen them.
No?
Mm-mm. How funny would it be if he showed up at medieval times, though?
Just him jousting. Hey, wait, are they like when they're jousting, are they on real horses?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yep.
See? Childhood dream right there.
Okay.
I mean, it definitely is a tourist trap, but I will gladly go as a child.
I have a feeling it won't live up to 11-year-old Annika's memory.
It didn't, because I went was like 21, and I was, even with all the alcohol I had in my system, it was not as fun. That's very sad. It was a sad day.
Well, you guys, I gotta dip out. David, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you, man. Hopefully we'll do it again soon.
Absolutely. Good seeing you.
Yep. Annika
Bye.
and Kenneth, we will talk soon.
Thank you, sir. We will.
Yep.
Great. Go check.
Good luck with the rest of the stream, guys.
Everybody should go check out your Instagram. You got some really good art up on there.
Oh man, that's super kind of you to say. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Very kind of you. I didn't even ask David to say that, just in case anyone was wondering.
I can show a great views that I'm getting.
I want to see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But thanks a lot, you guys.
Take
Thanks,
care.
Aranda.
Get out of
Thanks,
here.
buddy.
Aye.
I don't even know. Ken, I'm going to send you a picture because I don't know how to share my screen on this thing.
What do you send me a picture of?
Aranga's art. 'Cause I might have just got something from him. Just don't know how to stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
What?
But it should stop. Oh. I'm excited to see this medieval spawn come together.
Pressure. On me.
Coming down on me. All I got. I don't actually know the words besides pressure. I did, of course. And just for Ken, there's a little extra thorn there. Let me see. I don't even know. Where's Facebook? Message.
Are you sending to me?
I am. Maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
It's different. It's not an action pose. It's weird for me.
What is this? Reagan did this?
Mm-hmm. I have to be nice because I want to get another one, but
Hold on. There it is. Right.
yep. Do you see the little friend at the bottom?
I did.
I literally said,
I did.
put that in so that Ken can't say anything to me anymore.
You have a frog.
That's cool.
I do.
Nice.
That's great. Reagan did a great job on that.
Yeah. He's yeah. Aranga just left though, so he can claim the next one. Let's be real here.
That's what he said. See?
Oh, he did say that.
Look.
Oh. That's hilarious.
I gonna take that live stream down. So you got any shows you're going to anytime soon, Monica?
Nope.
No,
Not
nothing
after-
California's happening?
Not after getting a cold and being sent home like a child. Yeah. No, I want to, but yeah, I don't know. Who knows? I'll probably go to one eventually.
Eventually.
It's just hard for me to travel during school since we don't have time off, technically. I have to lie and say
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Well, you get COVID, you get free vacation, right?
I don't know. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I am. Yeah. It's intense. Like, even like if you have like one symptom, you get sent home. So
Well, it is what it
I'm
is.
shocked
Yeah.
that anyone, yeah, I'm shocked that anyone's still like attending though, because I feel like it's cold season, so everyone's got a cold. But it's interesting.
Well, I will say this, that Monica is going to be handling some social media stuff for us.
I'm gonna try. Do my best.
And that was actually on David's suggestion that I step up my
Social media
Insta
game. Yeah, that's where it's at. I don't know TikTok or anything though, so I can't. I'm not that hip.
No, I don't see TikTok as being a format that I'm going to be able to capitalize on unless Jeff and I want to do skits.
Yeah, I only know the big ones.
It was David who told me to do that.
Oh, see, yeah, that's a smart move. I feel like David's on Instagram. I follow David too. Follow everyone, I feel like now.
Wait, Rankin left. David don't want to talk to us anymore.
I know, so quiet. Maybe he's just super focused.
I don't know. He
Fight.
might be muted. Maybe he can't hear us. David, can you hear us? Maybe he can't hear us.
He can't. I was like, wow, he really doesn't like us.
Like, for real.
Araga's way funnier than us guys.
Do you think he's sitting there wondering why we're not talking?
Maybe.
Or is he just
What if he's
focused?
just like super zoned into the sketch though?
He might be. He might be.
Yeah,
I just think
Mikey,
he's
I
fine.
did. I had to go get a COVID test. I can't get the rapid antigen either. I have to get like the PCR one.
So you gotta wait, what, 3 days for the results?
So technically, yeah, but I ended up going to like a private company where I just paid.
Right.
This is why I'm not claiming today. It was like so expensive. But so that I'll get my results within like 12 to 24 hours. So I'm hoping.
My daughter, she was supposed to have her COVID test a few months ago. And the day before her COVID test, she got sick. She went and got the rapid test, and they said, she didn't have COVID, and but they wouldn't give her her COVID shot until she felt better, and then she had the PMR test or PCR test, whatever it is.
Yeah.
3 days later, she comes back and she has COVID.
Oh no.
So she had to wait like almost a month to get her COVID shot again. And she still said she doesn't have taste. Or
Oh
smell.
my gosh.
Yeah, she
That's
doesn't smell.
crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was at least 4 months ago.
Oh my gosh, and it's still not back?
Nope.
Wow. Brandon says he's just super focused on his sketch.
I know. He's not. He don't even know we're not. He can hear us.
Oh, that's so funny. Maybe like something got unplugged. That's funny. Because David usually wears headphones, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe they died or something. He doesn't even know it. I'm just surprised he's not asking like, how come I talk to him?
I just wanted to
Not
see if you
even-
got to say something crazy.
Oh, jeez. That was good. We really did think
Give
you
us the
couldn't hear
silent
us.
treatment.
Flashback to middle school when your
See?
friends are mad at you.
You guys are good people. You didn't say anything too crazy. I was testing.
That's pretty cool.
I
Though.
couldn't think of anything.
Yeah, I'm not that quick on the not that quick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's crazy though that she tested negative with one test and then positive with another one.
Shows you how
It's weird.
good the rapid tests are.
Yeah, I think that's probably why my work won't let me do the rapid. My nurse is like, no, PCR. Yeah. And my parents were like, why'd you pay? I'm like, do you know how much I hate writing subplans? Like, I refuse to write subplans if I don't have to. So,
Oh, they give it to you right at your school?
no, I had to go to like a specific testing place.
Oh.
But I was like, I would rather pay and get my negative than wait and have to do 3 days of sub plans. And subs aren't even really showing up, so it'd be for nothing. Hate sub plans. The worst.
You're supposed to have those all ready.
Are you?
That
I don't know.
was the first thing I did. Got my
Really?
sub plans ready.
Oh. Nope. I do it when I know. Actually, that's smart though, because then if you're actually really sick,
Exactly.
then you'd have them ready. I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Even with those days when you wake up and you just go, I need a mental health day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Those are. Mm-hmm. I think we get 3. Well, not mental health days, but personal days. Oh wow, he's got his axe. That looks cool. Oh, I can get a lot in my house. People are off work.
Like I said, you're angry drawing this thing, Dave.
Huh?
Like I said, you're angry drawing this piece.
No, just trying to figure it out.
I want to know what Aranga's gonna claim. That's what I want to know.
He's going with silver colossus.
Not gold. He said something about a cybernetic arm. I feel like.
He did say something about that, didn't he?
Right? I don't know who has that though. Oh no.
Invasion of Gun. Gold balls.
He's gonna get Bobcat. Ken, are you on 2 devices? Who's coming? Who's coming in?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, jeez. No. It was Aranga. It was all
No.
Aranga.
No, what's going on? It's me. I came in to say hi and to make sure everybody's doing good and tell you all to suck it. That gold colossus killer. It's killer. What's going on, David? How are you?
Good and yourself.
I'm doing good. No, I thought I'd jump in, say hi. I like being listening to you guys talk trash. It's nice. It's fun.
Yeah, I didn't say nothing. I'm just here to draw.
And I don't have a copy of that comic, but that Colossus is gold, man. He's gold, solid gold.
It was all Beatty.
Oh, no.
It was all Beatty stirring the pot.
No, I told Ken to try to get John to come on. I thought it'd be fun to see if you could talk him into it, but I don't know if he was able to get communicate that to him or not. But it's nice. You see, we get a good audience when you're on, David. It's nice.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm glad it had a slow start. I've been wanting to get a Colossus from you for a while, so I was like, well, I'm not on, so technically I'm not cheating, and I can claim, and yeah. So it's really awesome. I do appreciate it. It's killer.
Glad you like it.
Now you don't have to be like Aranga, just waiting in the wings.
Watch the kind of put up the next claim thing, and I'll throw a claim ahead of Aranga.
Oh my god, how mad would he be?
That would be funny.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if Aranga has a piece from
I don't think
David.
not
I don't know
from
if
like the
I
live.
don't think he does.
claims.
Yeah, I'm trying. I don't know if he does or not.
Mm-mm.
He's gonna get Bob Cobb. That's right, Bob Cobb.
Jeff, did you see the boxes of FedEx stuff that he has?
Yeah, I did. I did. I'm sorry. I've been spending a lot of time with my mom tonight, so I had you guys on my phone while I was hanging out with her, so I had my headphones on, so I couldn't interact verbally. So I took a break and I came in the other room, so I can come on for a little while. But I definitely saw those 2 huge boxes, and how he said he's got like a ton more. And my question is, why have you not sent those to Ken yet?
Little by little.
Little by little. Yeah. Well, we're gonna have quite the selection of stuff from David at MegaCon. Ken's got it all put in portfolios. We got all kinds of stuff. So if anybody's looking for any cool stuff from David, we'll definitely have a bunch of stuff. So it's gonna be pretty awesome.
He might not be in the building, but he will be well represented.
Exactly.
Wow. Is there any like Archie covers in that little pile you got, Ken? I really like Archie for some weird reason.
I don't think I got anything that you haven't seen.
Okay.
Didn't I send you something, Archie?
I bought your Jughead or
think
Sabrina
she's got
Jughead
some of
cover.
I thought I sent him some pencil pages.
In
Didn't I
the
send
new
you-
batch?
Wasn't it in the last batch? It could have been in the new batch. I think it was in the last batch. Remember we talked about
Have to look.
Hmm.
I'll have to look.
I do love me some Archie. Oh, Aranga does own a David William piece. Oh, that's right. Bacon claimed it. Got the Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that is right. That is right. Yes, yeah.
I remember thinking, I didn't know Bacon collected Ghost Rider. I'm not outing Bacon. I'm sorry, Bacon. The Michelada.
Yeah.
I'm a hen
Yes.
dinner yet.
Yes, Craig. That gold Colossus was for me. That's right. But I waited an appropriate amount of time to let all of the wonderful people who watch our show get something from. I was not going to let him sit any longer unclaimed.
It was funny though that you claimed through Messenger.
Well, I was on. I didn't have. I had my. It was kind of like in the background, so I was like, I wasn't on, so I was like, slow as shit. I was like, let me just claim something through Ken real quick. I was like, let me just message him because I had him up on my phone. So
Oh, that's smart. That makes sense.
yeah.
Sorry, Rhonda.
Plus, I was trying to be incognito. You know, I was flying under the radar.
And Ken goes, Jeff just.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to be very subtle about it, and yeah, there's Ken just pointing it all out.
That got me.
But no, it was awesome. I'm very happy to have it.
Claim to claim.
Claim is a claim. That's right.
Yeah. James Bond.
Well, like I said, I couldn't make Ken not use my name. I didn't tell him not to use it, so I guess that's my fault. But you know, I figured since it was a backdoor claim that he might just say there was a claim, but no.
Nope.
But but it's okay because you know the best thing about that piece is how jealous Orange is of it. So
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty jealous.
yeah, that's the other ugly part of the sketch world. It's when it's like you get a piece and then and somebody else gets a piece and then you're like, mine's better, and inside your head you say that to yourself. You're like, mine's better than his. I'm so happy.
It's true.
And then you do that claim thing where you're like, oh, yours is great, man. I so wish I had yours and not mine. Oh, ooh,
Oh, dang.
No,
Yeah, that didn't used to happen to me a lot. No one usually, like, there weren't a lot of people that collected Jane Foster.
Mm-hmm.
Now one of my friends collects Jane Foster now, and I'm like,
oh, I know. And then
now
you start seeing some other pieces of your favorite character. You're like, oh, I could have gotten that.
Yep.
Yeah,
like,
but but when you have a cool character, that's the thing is people are going to see something, they're going to jump on it. I mean, Ken can tell you about, I mean, not that he was the first one to do it, but he got John Romita Jr. to do a Hulk from the Battle World with the helmet on, and it turned
everywhere
out
now.
Yeah, it turned out incredible. And then like 5 other people got John Romita Jr. to do a Hulk with the helmet on from Battle. So it's imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but it's also like, you guys are kind of watering down my choice here. Can't you come out with your own choice?
Yeah, those were.
Yeah, I was the only one to claim one that for that round.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second round there was like 7 or 8 of them or something like that.
Yeah, there were a ton that second round.
Yeah, well, it's like the same thing. I got a Weapon X from that first round that he did, and then mine's different because I asked for I was like a Barry Windsor Smith style, so he did it a little bit differently than just the normal helmet and stuff. He put like all the hoses and stuff coming out of him. But then there was like 6 of them the next round that he did when the prices went up, and I was like, man, see.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when you know that the people like what you got, and they're like, oh, that's so cool, I want something too.
Yeah, his prices shot up. I was gonna get one in the second round. I was like, oh, maybe not. Maybe I'll wait until they go up more. Because let's face it, they're not going back down. No,
I was
Craig.
just talking about that, how that seemed like such a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
When you look back on it now.
Yeah.
You had John Romita drawing on your show?
No.
No.
She did a sketch opportunity through another group, and it was like $150 11 by 17 like profiles in pencil, like real tight pencil. So it wasn't it was just a profile, but it was a really big profile. I mean, almost like bigger than actual like human size.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, they're big, and it's just so it was a really cool thing to be able to get because Johnny Jr. was kind of hard, and he literally was taking as many it was an open commission thing for like 24 hours. So he took, I think, how many did he get that first round, Ken?
I think the first round you did like 175 or 200 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it was a ton, and then but he's so fast that he knocked them all out in like a month or so, 6 weeks, and then he did it again, and then he ended up getting like 200 and some the second time around, but the price went up, like I don't know if it went up $50 or $100 or something, but.
Yeah.
But
it jumped up.
Yeah, but it was, but I mean, like I said, they're cool, they're worth it, but at $150 with the way prices have now gone up since, and this was beginning of the pandemic. So, I mean, everything, like, I saw a really interesting, and I've said this before, I saw a really interesting thing about the prices of art and how between the beginning of 2020 to the end of 2020, basically everything kind of doubled in price. And then from the beginning of 2021 until halfway through 2021, it's doubled again. And that's just insane,
Wow.
you know, to think. And once again, that's, you know, that's on average. It's not like, you know, for everything, but when you look at, you know, how much the stuff's going for, it's just, you know, it's astronomically just gone up and up and up and up. And, you know, we'll have to see when the top is and when it starts to level out again. I think it was going to be if the if the virus had went down and everything was going to open back up, I think it totally would have, you know, started to level out a little bit. But now we might be going back into, you know, some shutdowns and stuff. And I'm just really hoping they don't start shutting down these conventions again. And I don't know. I'm hoping, you know, MegaCon. I'm pretty sure MegaCon's going to go off unless the government does something and decides to shut everything down again. I mean, I know that the people who do MegaCon aren't going to shut the show down. So, but the shows after that, if you know, if everything continues to decline, you never know if some other vendors are just going to be like, you know, let's just shut it down until next year, and you know.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
It's great.
But yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild.
Yeah. Is this for Brandon?
Well,
That was looking pretty
the
cool.
I mean, obviously, I live in Central Florida, so they're talking about it constantly. I don't know if you heard before what I was saying, Jeff, but they just got news tonight that like 95% of the people who are in the hospitals here for COVID are, you know, the 20 to 30-year-old range vaccinated.
Yeah, that's just,
You know, so, you know, it's people just got vaccinated. And we wouldn't have to do this stuff.
yeah.
But
Well,
I think mask wearing. I was going to wear a mask at MegaCon anyway. So, you know, nothing changes for me. But if
Right.
they have a mask mandate, okay, well, great. That's good for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. You know me. I at the end of every show that we have on 4C, I always tell everybody to get vaccinated, get your shot, because I want to see you in person, and I'm a big believer in it. And I even though some of the mask rules have you know, come down a little bit over the last few weeks, I have continued to wear mine when I go out because I think it's important to stay safe. And you know, and I don't think it's not that big. I just don't think it's that big a deal as people make it out to be. I really don't. It's not worth risking getting sick, and it's just not worth risking spreading it to somebody else. And it's just a little while longer, and I don't think it's that big an inconvenience to wear it inside when there's a lot of people around. It just doesn't bother me that much. Maybe I'm in the minority, but I have a job where I'm around a lot of people that I don't know. So, you know, all the time. So you know, I'm more comfortable wearing it. I'm sure they're more comfortable, you know, being approached by somebody wearing it. So I don't see it as being something people, I think I saw something in like South Carolina where there was a group of parents standing outside in the pouring down rain, protesting their kids having to wear masks to go back to school. And I'm just like, I just don't get it. Why wouldn't you want your kids to be safe?
Especially like 12 and under. Because they can't get the vaccine. It's like we all wear masks indoors because we're elementary.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, I'm getting like a tickle in my throat. I feel like it's a cold. And I was like, well, on the like slight chance that it's not a cold, I should probably not be here. So
Yeah.
It's crazy though. Like, why would you not want to protect your kids?
Yeah, and like, and then when people, you know, talk about it, that, you know, it's just the craziness of the speeches that come out about people saying, well, if people are getting sick and they have, you know, they have COVID, then the vaccines aren't working. I'm like, they're not it's not like a disease and it's a cure. It's a preventative. It's a I mean, have you ever heard of a vaccine before? You never heard about getting the flu shot every year. You never heard about, you know, this isn't to cure it. It's to make sure you don't, you know,
Go to the hospital.
yeah, exactly. You don't die from it. That's, you know, and it's so crazy to think that, imagine how many of these people who are not getting the shot would get the shot if, say, the mortality rate was way higher. You know, if it was like Ebola or something, and the shot saved
Mhm.
you from going through that. Do you think half of these people would be not getting the shot? They would all be lining up to get the shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But once again, this is an art show, not a vaccine show. But I can go off for hours on this. But anyways, I want everybody to get vaccinated so that we don't have to have creators missing conventions, and we don't have to have, we don't have to eventually wear masks at the shows unless they're Spider-Man masks and Batman masks. Those are the only masks I want to see in the future, and the only way we can get there is for everybody to get vaccinated. So let's do that, and like I want to see David at the 40th anniversary of Heroes Con next year, and that's not going to happen if people keep letting this thing spread and change and variant and all that stuff. So, anyways, that's the selfish part of me who just wants to get back to going to conventions and having fun.
When is Heroes typically?
It's usually Father's Day weekend every year in June. So it's like the third week of June. So it's
Go to that.
it's pretty nice. It's pretty good.
New York,
Yeah. Well, she can plan now. It's far enough away. She's got basically 10 months to plan it. And I said the great thing about Heroes Con is that it's probably the least expensive convention to go to as a guest, because it's $50 for the whole weekend. Like, not $50 a day. Not there is no VIP. There is no. It's just general admission for everybody. Everybody gets in. You just get in one line. Well, I lied. There are two lines. There is because if you buy the 3-day pass, you get in 30 minutes earlier than if you buy a single day pass. But at $50, why would you want to buy a $25 single day pass when you can buy all 3 days for $50? So
It's only $50.
yeah, for all 3 days. Yeah, it's the best, one of the best deals. And like I said, it's all about the comics. It's all about being close to the creators and being able to talk. And it's very family friendly. There's not going to be a bunch of nudie pictures all over the place and stuff. It's just about comics and fun and family and the artists and the creators. And that's why it's my favorite show. And it's been since I went to the first one I ever went to was in '93, maybe earlier than that, right around 90, 99, somewhere in there. So it was probably right around, but it had been around for about 10 years. And it's just a lot of fun. It's just a great show.
we should talk about what we're going to be doing at MegaCon.
Ooh, what are you going to be doing? Oh, I can buy a ticket now, and that would force me to go.
Well, yeah. Well, the good thing is that I think like Chris Bacon just in the chat just said it's a great. He just said it's fantastic, and it is. It's a fantastic show, and it's one of those things where even if something came up and you couldn't go, or if it gets canceled, it's $50. It's not buying the whole weekend at San Diego where you're spending or New York where you're spending between $300 and $600.
And I was about to say, because preview night at SDCC is $60, I think now.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
That's right, Bacon. I think I just convinced Annika to leave California and come to the East Coast.
Also, I forget.
And it's far enough before San Diego that you can, recoup and go back and still manage to do that.
I mean, if there are as many artists as you say there are, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but sure, we'll pretend I can recoup.
There are a lot of artists. There are a lot. It's a good time. But they're very easy to approach. It's not, it's not like San Diego. It's not, it's a very large show, but it's not, you can walk around. You can't,
that's nice.
It's not like, Mardi Gras or anything. It's not like San Diego is. Because it doesn't have any like celebrity signings. It doesn't have any movie premieres or anything. It's just about the creators and the comics and the, and that. So.
Get out here, Bacon. I'll still go to San Diego.
Yeah.
I think at a MegaCon, one of the biggest hits they're going to take is from the celebrity standpoint.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
even the people who show up, I know my wife, for instance, she'd love to meet John Stamos, but is she going to take a picture of him and her in a mask?
Right.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about that with Ken because I was there was a celebrity or two that I would have loved. I'm not big on getting autographs from celebrities, but there's people whose stuff work I really like, where I would like to meet them, and I would also like to get a picture just to kind of commemorate it. But I don't necessarily, I don't know how they're going to do it down there now, because mandatory masks inside for the show means that they can't take them off inside, and they're not going to have them taking pictures outside. So it's, when you meet these people, if you want to meet them and get their autograph, that's one thing, they'll be fine with that. But I don't know if they're going to be able to do any picture opportunities because of the fact that we're wearing masks. But, these are all the little things that, come into play when you're doing these conventions. I still think if it goes on, it's going to be a great show. I think, as long as everybody stays safe and, wears their mask, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know all our guys are still planning on coming. We don't have anybody who's, mentioned that they're not.
I think it's
And and we know.
I don't see. Yeah, I don't see any scenario where it doesn't happen.
Right. Well,
unless things go really south.
Yeah, if they go really south, then it would have to be a government shutdown, because I'm pretty sure the promoters of MegaCon aren't going to close it, aren't going to shut it down, unless unless they're forced to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in less than 2 weeks.
It is. It's literally. Yeah, it's like it's like 9 days. 9 days from now. Like we'll all be showing up a week from tomorrow. We'll all be flying in, except for Ken. He's already there. But all of us, like Aranga and I.
A week from tomorrow, I'll be doing a load in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
So if anybody who's going to MegaCon, if you go down the main aisle, when you get to the Pro Autograph, or the Pro Creator Alley, which is basically the last row of the show, make a left, and the 4C booth will be right there.
Yeah, you won't be able to miss us.
Yeah, it'll be the fun one.
Yeah,
we'll be the pictures.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have so much fun, and honestly, it is really sad that some creators are not gonna be able to come now, and they've listed off a few, like Aranga said earlier. Dave Johnson's not gonna be there. I believe Scott Snyder canceled, and
Capullo.
Okay, Greg Capullo, yes, and I think there's a couple more. But we're not planning. We're right now, unless something drastic happens, all of us are coming, and so it just means hopefully maybe some people who were planning on spending a lot of time over there, maybe they'll come over and spend some more time with our guys and see what great art they can pump out. So it should be pretty fun. We're going to try to live stream, Craig. It's really going to depend on the internet. That's the thing. We actually wanted to try and do some live sketching with David, and have him come on live and do some sketching for people. But we don't know what the internet's going to be like, so we won't really know that until we get in there and get down there and see. But if it's possible, yeah, we'll definitely do some live streaming.
Yeah, we might not do. It depends on how the internet is. We'll at least maybe do Facebook Live or something, where we show the show, show the booth, talk to some of the guys, something like that. We'll be doing that all weekend.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely be doing that. I don't know if we're going to be able to do any, I don't know if we'll be able to do the kind of stuff that we were hoping to do with David and stuff. But once again, we may be able to. We'll see. It's just really going to depend on the kind of signal we get in there.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, we want to bring you guys with us, even if you can't come.
I should broadcast the panel that Bill's doing.
Yeah, or at least record it. You could always show it later.
Yeah.
Or if we're not able to get the signal out, but that would definitely be really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And listen, Ken and I have got some awesome stuff it's going to blow your mind when you see it. We've got some other merchandise that's not strictly art, or we've got some wonderful prints that we're doing, exclusive prints that the guys have drawn exclusive pieces of art for us to make prints of. We got some T-shirts that we're doing. So we're going to have some really crazy, awesome looking special T-shirts that we're going to be selling at the show. And so we may offer those up on the 4C site too. If somebody shows some interest in them, we might do that too. We'll see. Depends on, how well they're selling. We might sell out. And then Ken's doing another show the following week in Kansas City. So as long as that show goes on, he'll probably take a lot of that stuff with him. So we'll have to see what we can do.
Take none of it with me.
Yeah, exactly. We're hoping he's just going there in a suitcase. Exactly, in a suitcase all by himself, and has the stuff shipped there. But
Buying
But
new
it-
stuff to get delivered to Kansas City.
yeah, exactly. But it's going to be it's going to be a really fun time. We're going to have fun. And it was funny. I was talking to a Rang earlier today, and they said, you know what? If the show ends up being, super slow, and if people don't end up showing up, which is not what I think is going to happen at all, it's still going to be great because, once again, like Oranga said, you guys wouldn't know this by our repartee with each other, but Ken, Oranga, like even Annika, I've never met any of these people face to face. I only know them through Zoom and through StreamYard and through Facebook and other things like that. So it'll be so great to actually be in the same room with these guys, so I can punch Oranga in the gut. And
when he tries to steal your piece.
yeah, exactly.
Well, of everyone who's going to be at MegaCon with us, I've only met 2 people face to face. That includes the creators. And
That
that's
is
Ron
crazy.
Wilson and Larry Stroman. I've never met Bill. I've never met Alex. I've never met Javier. Jeff Oranga. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. That's the craziness of these times that we're in, is we've all made these wonderful relationships and friendships. And for Ken and I, even a major fun business, we've all done this through, not being in the same, state, let alone the same city. So it'll be, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a good time. Yeah, Brandon, he is totally killing that medieval spawn. That is awesome.
What's Chris's question about Planet?
Or maybe it's a Planet Con. Is that what the name of the one in
Oh.
Amazing in
yeah,
Kansas City is?
Planet. I think it's called Planet City Comic Con, something like that.
Planet. Okay. Yeah,
I'll be with Bill, so it's just going to be a one table setup basically, or however many tables Bill gets.
Yeah, just Ken and Bill Morrison are going to be there, but we think Ken's going to be doing at least once again. If all these shows keep going on, I think Ken's going to do at least one more show, if not more this year.
Yeah, it's possible.
It just depends.
Cool.
It depends on how well these shows are attended.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it makes fiscal sense to do it. I mean, I certainly don't want to travel around to these shows and be wasting money. If the crowds aren't going to be back until 2022, but we'll see. MegaCon's going to be a big indicator of what the future of 4C is for the future this year anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard Trificon last weekend was a lot of fun for a lot of people, and I'm very curious.
I heard it. Yeah.
I'm curious to hear what Ken. Larry Stroman was there, and I'm very curious. I don't know if Ken's had a debrief from Larry yet, a full one. I know they've talked a little bit, but I can't wait to hear what Larry says about the show and how it was and what he noticed and stuff. So
yeah, I should give him a call tomorrow. Pick his brain a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it sounded like it was a pretty good day. I heard Sunday was a kind of a dud.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But historically, down here in Orlando, Sundays is just the busiest Saturday at MegaCon.
Yeah, I in all my years of doing this, I've never done MegaCon before, so I can't wait to add this one to the list of shows I've been to. And like I said, I'm getting in on that crashing at Annika's house for San Diego next year. If I can, because I've never done San Diego either. And like I said, if we can get this thing going and we can get this virus under control, Ken and I are planning on having a really huge 2022. It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're hoping anyway.
Mm-hmm. But I'd love to. I wish we could show you guys all the cool stuff we're going to have for MegaCon, but we kind of want to unveil a lot of it at the show, and I thank everybody who's on tonight for coming on, for David, and thanks to everybody who always supports 4C, and anybody who's watching this later. Thanks for watching, and we're so happy to be doing the show next week. But we're also super disappointed that we're not going to be able to do a show next Monday because we're just going to be too busy, and it's going to be like the first week that we haven't done a live show either on a Monday, Tuesday, or a Thursday in shoot, I can't tell you. I don't know
Mhm.
if there's been a week where we haven't done one on one of those 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got some great stuff. If anybody check out the 4C site if you want to pick up some cool stuff. Ken lucked into a bunch of X Factor 71 issues that we're gonna have Larry do some remarks on, and it's phenomenal. Like he's gonna be doing remarks on them, and we're gonna try and take them. If anybody wants to get them graded, if you've got an account with CGC, we'll be happy to help move that along while we're at the show, since they're going to be there in person, so we can even get them authenticated for you, if that's something that you like. For me, I think our word is good enough. But hey, if you want to get it slabbed and that's your thing, we realize people love that, so we're going to try and do that for you at the show, since CGC is going to be there.
Oh.
But we'll have those with us
Like
at
I
the
said,
show.
I have 100 copies. I
Yeah,
have 100 copies, so we'll make sure that we pick out the best comics that we can to
right.
the people that order them.
Exactly, the cream of the crop. And we'll have those at the show too. So if you want to get one live, you can get one live. But more importantly, right now, if you want to order one, you can do it right now. You can just go on the 4C Facebook page and I'll claim on this thing. You can get one of those bad boys, and he'll throw a remark on there for you. So that's a classic. That book came out in like 1992, 91, 92, and it was the first part of that X mutant run thing. So David, what's the book that people bring up to you the most to sign at a show when you are doing a show, like of your work? Is there one book that stands out?
Oh, I was going to say Playgirl. No, I'm just kidding. Can you please sign this triple gatefold picture of
Please don't finish that sentence.
That was my past. I don't.
Anyway,
what do they ask me to sign the most? Between like Jaguar, where people want to get my first work out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say Hulk Power Pack. A lot of people like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
And mostly covers, mostly those X-Men Wolverine covers.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly people come to get drawings from me. That's the thing that they mostly come to see David Williams for. Hey, I gotta get in on your list.
Oh yeah. Yeah, well, that's why we can do these impromptu shows. Yeah, well, that's why I said. That's why we can do these impromptu shows with you, even when we don't have you scheduled. We can still have you drawing all night, is because people do love to see your stuff, man. They love to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate every single one of these people.
How many sketches do you do a day at a show like that?
So, David, on a normal 8-hour show or something, from like 10 to 6 on like a Saturday or a Friday, how many sketches do you usually do?
Well, when I'm at the shows, I'm usually doing like the color pieces. So I think at best I can only handle like 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
But they're expensive, so
Right.
I get to massage those a little bit longer.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to have a special 8-hour David Williams show where you offer up color pieces. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's what Ken heard.
Yeah, that's not what I was saying, but
We'll do another one of those 12-hour shows. You do 3 sketches.
Exactly. We'll do another sketchathon where you draw 3 pieces.
Yeah. What do you call it? I just did I'm finishing the last pieces that I've had on my desk for a while, and they were color pieces that I've owed people and stuff. But trials of life and also actual work was preventing me to get to them and stuff. So I'd be wiped out by the time I'd even consider doing these color pieces. So once I'm done with these, I'm not taking on any more private commissions. I'll do these, every once in a while, but I'm not doing any of those elaborate color pieces. If you go on my Instagram page, you can see one of them. It's a Spider-Man, Lizard, and Venom piece.
Oh yeah.
So those are.
Oh my gosh, that was a commission?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So it gets kind of, crazy doing these things, and I'm just like, all right,
Oh yeah,
plus,
well,
I got to get to the ones that I want to do that I've always had in my head, and I can't if I keep on taking on other people's commissions and ideas and whatnot.
sure, absolutely, yeah. Well, like I said, I'd be lying down the road. I know Ken's been after you for a while to try to take because people have been chomping at the bit to get those, not necessarily the color ones, but just some full-on like cover quality stuff from you, because they know how amazing just your quick stuff is. But yeah, we understand that you're busy and you got stuff. But I'm glad to hear you're finally seeing the end of the tunnel for those other pieces. That's always a great feeling.
Yeah.
Believe me, Ken has almost exclusively been trying to do that with a lot of artists and who got themselves so far behind they couldn't get themselves out. And he has been working his butt off to try to help them see the end of the tunnel. And some of them have gotten a lot closer than others, but we're still working on it.
Oh, yeah. I understand that.
But it's very easy, and people don't realize how easy it is to for life to happen, and stuff just kind of falls behind because of, like you said, the other work you have to do, and then just normal life stuff. So I'm sure that all the people who are waiting on stuff from you are really understanding, and I'm sure they'll love all the pieces you get them.
They've been cool so far. I mean, there's probably one or two people where I just refunded them their money and just all right, whatever, I don't have any ill will towards them for not wanting to wait, but I think it's their loss because it would have been awesome whatever I would have produced for them,
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that most artists they want to do it. They want to pump that out, and they're not willing. And the longer that somebody waits, the more they want them to love what they give them, and they're not just going to rush it out. So I'm sure I'm sure that they're probably going to be kicking themselves when they see some of the other pieces that are going to pop out.
Yeah.
They've already got 2 claims for color sketches, so.
See, I had to open my big mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna let David get to the end of his list he's on now. We're gonna let him do his own stuff, and 2024 we'll hit him back up again, and we'll. There'll be a brave new world, or if anybody wants one of those, I hear that he's probably going to be attending. God willing, he's going to be at Heroes Con in next June, and it sounds like he does color pieces at conventions. So if you want one of those, you might want to run to his table first thing when that show opens.
Heroes.
I think I even got Annika to go.
Yep. Might be making the journey.
It's a lot of fun. And there's a lot of really cool little divey restaurants around there, and it's a fun little area. It's really cool.
Where is it?
And Charlotte. It's
okay.
Oh man, I love. It's so like the bar at the hotel all the artists stay at is just it's literally you feel like you're in like a comic book celebrity like bar, because you just you go down there to get a beer and you're just looking around at these tables, and you'll just see like all of these guys who you were artists, who are doing sketches and drawing and all. They're all just hanging out and sitting there and having drinks and just relaxing. And there's nothing. And they do a couple of special things at Heroes Con. They do a drink and draw for Parkinson's disease, where artists and amateurs will draw on special paper or coasters, or they'll even just draw on regular paper, and they just auction off these. That somebody looks at them, and they have two different tiers. They have sort of like ones that they think are, they'll just kind of take anything for, and somebody can have the piece, and then they have stuff that like it turns out to be really nice, or maybe it's from a very well sought after artist, and they auction these things off live at the drink and draw while everybody's having fun and drinking and just hanging out. And then they also have the auction where it benefits the show to help keep those prices low for the show, to make sure they're affordable, and for charity. So it does a little bit of both. It used to be just for charity, but as everything got more expensive, Sheldon, who runs the show, had to sort of supplement a little bit with the auction. So almost every artist at the show usually donates a piece or draws a piece for the auction, and they put it up, and it takes place, and it takes like 3 hours or so, 3-4 hours, and then you're just in this giant, like auditorium room, and they have all these wonderful volunteers who walk this art around as they're auctioning it off. Plus, it's all there to be seen before the auction even starts. You can just walk right up to it and look at it and figure out which piece, and it's just fun, and it's always good times to see how much the pieces go for, and it's just a whole lot of fun. That show is just from beginning to end is just a very, very lovely experience. So, and I don't get any money from Sheldon either, so I just pump it because it's my favorite show.
It's a good show, for sure.
Yeah. And it's the only show. It's the only show that DWams goes to. It's like the only show. So it's a good show.
To the Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm even looking at flights, guys.
There you go.
Oh, when is it? The 20 what? 24. Okay.
And it's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you can always find me at that show. I'll be the guy in front of the line.
Oh, be there with you.
That's me every year at Heroes Con. Day one, I am number one in line for, well, not the last 2 years because they haven't had it, unfortunately, but for the 4 years before that, I am the first person every year for the show, right in the front of the line. And I think it's very important if you're getting art at a show to go in as a guest and not try to go in as a vendor, not try to go in as a with a somebody else. I just think that if you're willing, there's people who just pay to do that, and I think that one of the most disappointing things in the world is to be one of the first few that goes into a show and you go to that artist that you've been waiting to get a piece from for however long, and their sketch list is already full because of all the people who were able to be in the show and on the floor before the show even starts. So I'm a big proponent of not, using back doors and influence to get in. I'd like to say I don't begrudge people that do, but I kind of do. But I guess to each their own. If they're comfortable with that, then that's obviously it gets them what they want. But I just think that especially when I think that vendors and dealers are there to sell, and I believe that the guests are there to buy. So I think that the guests should really have the first shot at buying over the vendors and dealers. But that's just me. And now I'm speaking as as not somebody who's going to be in line, like for MegaCon. Like I'm not going to be, trying to get on any lists for anybody, in advance of the show. If I was, I would buy a guest ticket and I'd stand out in line with everybody else. That's just how or I'd have somebody in line for me. So there wouldn't be taking up, I wouldn't be, jumping ahead of anybody. I would just have somebody I could swap out with. So
look at you.
That's how I do it, man.
All
That's how I do
noble
it.
stuff.
Yeah. Listen, because you can't control a lot of stuff, but what you can control is how early you get to a show. And, first is first. You can be first in line. You should be first in line, So if somebody else is willing to wait longer than I am, more power to them. That's why every year someone's like, so what time do you show up? And I just go, early. And they go, well, how early? Look at that piece. Look at that piece,
Holy
man.
shit. That's amazing.
He killed it. Straight killed it.
Wow.
Awesome. Cool. Boom.
Good.
So good.
Oh. Ken, you still there? Or did you fall asleep?
Oh, I'm still here. Bruce.
So how are you feeling, Ken? How are you feeling, David? Are we
I'm
taking
good.
another one? You good?
I'm good.
Boom. There's another one. Another claim available. But so we'll see if anybody jumps on that. Who's going to be the next one to get it? See if Oranga fell asleep. But yeah, so yeah, everybody always asks me. They always say, "Well, what time did you get there?" And I'm like, I can't tell you what time, because then I'm just gonna have to get there like 2 hours earlier the next time I go. So,
Mm-hmm.
You're very welcome, Brandon.
but yeah, it's funny you say that, Craig. It says when Jeff says early, he means the previous night. I went to Baltimore this year because I didn't want to waste my ticket. Since I'd already I booked a hotel room, even though Baltimore got canceled, and I went there and I took a picture with my daughter, and somebody messaged me, a friend of mine. He was like, "Look, Jeff's already in line for Baltimore Comic Con for 2021," and it was the middle of 2020. I thought that was kind of funny. It's like, yeah, I don't get there quite that early, but yeah.
That's super early.
Let's see. Well, I think Ryan wants to see an example of of a full body sketch.
Yeah, I'm looking for one.
Looking for one. And maybe David, you have one around handy? A full figure sketch, full body image somewhere?
Let me see.
If you don't, it's okay. I'm sure Ken can find one. But so we'll see. So if
Do you have that back girl, Ken? I don't know
I
where it is.
packed it up already.
oh, you got a scan of it though, don't you, Ken?
Yeah, but I'm downstairs.
Look at you.
The Colossus was on, right?
No,
Not
my
Colossus.
Colossus? No. Oh.
No. Cyclops from last time.
I did a Cyclops?
I don't remember that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I sure.
I think it's on your Instagram.
Yeah.
I can send that to
What
Ken.
the Kang too, right?
Yeah.
Or Kang too. Let me see.
I did a Captain America. That's full. Silver Surfer. But those were on Aaron's page, but it's basically the same. Cyclops. How do I send it to you, Ken?
Send it to Neo.
Okay.
So Oranga, we're just waiting to see. I see Oranga was just like, go for it, Mike. Get another. But we're waiting to see if Jablonski might want one.
Oh, Archangel.
Look, you got to put that up, Ken.
Hold on.
Oh, dang.
That is hilarious. I think somebody made a claim. I can't be sure though.
I don't know. It's spelled wrong for sure.
Yeah, we can't honor that. It's not spelled correctly.
Yeah.
All this waffling. Yeah. No, I think Jablonski just wanted to see what a full figure one looked like.
Remember
Maybe he's
the
thinking about getting one.
Archangel?
That was full figure too?
I got that.
Yeah, that was. That was cool.
I sent you the Archangel.
Let's see. I have to jump off for a minute here, Ken, but I will be back.
There's a full Colossus.
Oh man, it's dinner time. So many M's. So funny.
Yeah, right. You won't be disappointed. So I don't know who's taking it.
Well, technically, if Arango wants it, he can, because I think Mike got the Mon-El. Right? Are we still doing one claim per show? Or per artist?
Well,
Unless Arango doesn't want it. Unless Arango's going to wait.
Did you get it? I sent you two.
hold on one sec.
No, you're good, Mike. I've done the same thing. Don't worry. What's a shadow last?
Here's the
Oh, she's cool.
Archangel.
That Archangel is so good.
And they're 11 by 17. They're usually looking.
Shadow Lost is pretty cool.
All right, so we can do that. We're going to go with the Shadow Lass.
The Shadow Last quick sketch. Quick sketch, right, Mike? Oof.
Yes, quick sketch.
Cool. I feel like David's camera's blurry. Clearly not going to make dinner tonight because it's a little late.
Classic suit, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, what version, Mike?
Classic.
David, your screen's still blurry. You caught the Andy Coon.
Yeah.
Classic is cool, he says.
All right. Shadow Last.
Sorry, I had to step away. Still blurry, Dave.
It's still blurry? It'll fix itself. Give it a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna pull Naranga. I have to go make dinner, guys. I've lost track of time. I'm like,
Go
oh
ahead.
no, gotta go eat. But thanks for letting me join. It was awesome, as always.
Thanks for coming out.
I'll see you all.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Can't wait to see all the pictures from MegaCon and be super jealous. Bye, guys.
Take care. All right, just you and me, buddy.
Now just the fellas
Just the fellas.
say all the sexist stuff we've always wanted to say.
Misogyny at its finest. No.
Now we're back to the He-Man Woman Haters Club. You remember that from the Little Rascals?
I used to love the Little Rascals, dude.
Oh yeah.
Then I grew up and found out how racist it was. And I was like, oh
Huh?
no. Then you grow up and find out how racist it is. You're like, I didn't mean that. I had no idea.
Still funny.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Do you remember? Was it Bill Cosby bought all the real? He bought the rights to the Rascals, so and to keep it off of television.
Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why like from like the mid '80s to like I don't know somewhere in the 2000s, you couldn't find the Little Rascals anywhere because he owned the
Wow.
rights to it and he buried it.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah. Do you remember Eddie Murphy doing buckwheat on SNL, and that was great stuff.
There's this one Little Rascals episode, and every time I see it, even now, I laugh at it just as hard as I did the first time I see it, because it was so crazy, and it was racist, but it was funny. Was it? I think it was. I can't remember who was the main guy. It could have been Scotty or Weezer. They had to make a cake for. They were trying to raise some money for their mom because their mom wanted a dress or something like that, and they were making.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, and so they're like making this cake, and they're reading the directions as is, but they're reading it, like a little rascal, like a child, and so Stymie is, reading the directions, and it says beat eggs good, right? He starts hitting it with a fly swatter or something like that. He's like beating the egg, and then he says, okay, put on stove and mix till hot, right? So he puts the mix on the stove, and he's sitting on the stove, and he said, man, it sure is hot. I hope this is ready. And he goes to wipe his forehead, and he flings it, and all this black sweat goes on the wall. Man, I was crying laughing. I could not help it. I was just like, this is some crazy funny shit. Oh man.
That I do not remember. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that's funny. Oh my god.
Black sweat.
Do you remember there was the one with the Jungle Man?
Oh yeah, the man from Borneo. That's what it was called.
Yum yum, eat 'em up.
Yum, eat 'em up. Yum, yum.
The Wild Man of Borneo. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That was funny because there's another Stymie incident where they don't do this sense of humor anywhere, which they need to bring back, because another scene that was just as funny is when Stymie was trying to run away from, the man from Borneo, yum, yum, eat him up, yum, yum. And he's running all through the house and he thinks he's hiding. And then all of a sudden, he's there right behind Stymie, and Stymie turns to face him. And Stymie gets so scared, it pans down to his feet, and his feet turn before his body does. It's like, man, I was crying. I couldn't. I'm starting to laugh just even thinking about it. It's that insane. I was like, why aren't people this funny anymore?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh,
The one thing I remember about Stymie, there was one episode where he was hungry, so this lady gives him an artichoke, and he just peels it all the way down to nothing. But when she gives it to him, he goes, "What is it?" She says, "An artichoke." He goes, "Might choke Artie, but it won't choke Stymie."
That's right. He said, it might have choked Artie, but it ain't gonna choke me. And then he tosses it.
Every time I see an artichoke, I say that. Might choke Artie, but it won't choke Stymie.
Oh. Yeah, man.
That show. Yeah. It was fun. I had gotten video DVDs of it, and I showed my kids when they were younger, and they liked it. My daughter used to always run around, yum yum, eat 'em up, yum yum.
I mean, they're still on YouTube, so I grabbed them from there. They got some really good copies too.
Yeah. My favorite one that I remember was it was Spanky. He was a baby, and his father was like greedy, and he's hiding money. And,
Wait,
his
which
mother
one
was
was
begging
that?
him. Spanky was a baby.
Oh yeah.
And the mother was complaining that she had no money, and the father was like, "Well, if you didn't spend it all, I'd give you more and everything." And it turns out he had like this hidden area with all this money in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spanky's like the whole episode, he's trying to squish bugs with a hammer. And he hits the button and opens up the money thing, and he's just throwing the money out the window.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. That's actually a meme you can find where if you say something about money, they show the Spanky throwing money out the window. That was one of my favorites, though. I used to love Bugs Bunny too.
Oh yeah. What was that? What was that Wild Boy? What was that one where the Wild Man where he was a unga bunga bunga? My boss used to call me that because when I was at Warner Brothers, because I was so wild and stuff, and I was always starting stuff because I'd create at Consumer Products when I was working there. Before I was working there, it was like a library. Like people wouldn't talk, they wouldn't laugh, and I'm like, this is supposed to be fun. You guys are drawing all day, and I was the loud, obnoxious one, and he would call me the wild boy or whatever from that old Looney Tunes cartoon. So I was like, I gotta be something, you know. And I turned their conference room into a ping pong table thing, like after work and stuff like that. And I switched up the whole place up, man. We were playing video games and stuff, man. I changed the whole dynamic of that place.
That's great. How long were you there?
Almost 10 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Well, it is for me because, I got that, I don't like to say I got ADD like so many other people use it so flippantly, but I had a itchy seat, so to speak, so I had to I had to bounce and find something else.
That was a long time for you on one job like that.
Well, I really liked the place, but the place was changing because of management, and I didn't like the direction where it was going. And I was just like, I would have still probably been there to this day if some of the same people who were running it was there when I was there. I mean, now it's just a shell of itself,
Really?
sadly.
Yeah, it's a shame. There's an old saying they say that people don't leave companies; they leave bad managers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So have you heard from Larry lately?
Say again?
Have you heard from Larry?
Oh, no.
No, I haven't either. Been quiet. Hopefully he's busy. That's why. I know he said he had a good terrific on. I haven't talked to him. I just texted him. So when do you start on this hero book?
I'm hoping next month.
So you haven't gotten a script or anything yet?
Huh?
Have you gotten a script or anything yet?
I can't say.
Can't say.
I'm gonna be giving stuff away, man. Don't you like surprises? You're like a kid on what do you call it, on Christmas? Does it take batteries? All right. Okay. Another. Okay. Does it have a racetrack in it? It's like, golly. Just hold your horses.
Does it rhyme with?
Exactly. Does it rhyme with Ike? You know what? I've been wanting this whole time.
Yeah, good. I guess we'll just have to wait. That's no fun. I'm just gonna make stuff up. I'm gonna tell people you're doing the new Squirrel Girl series.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. Why do people like that character so much?
I have no idea. I don't even know what to say. What's her power? Squirrels?
I have no idea. I know it's a Ditko character, which is weird,
Yeah.
itself too.
That's crazy. Yeah, to think about that it's that old.
I'm like, was he doing that to punk people, or is he mocking, comics and stuff? Like any character could be made, and let's make it Squirrel
Yeah,
Girl.
Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, same thing.
Yeah.
I can make up silly creature, cockroach man.
I'm wondering what happened with the Ditko estate, or who's, because he was in his, New York apartment, till he died, and he was still doing comics, even
Right,
though he wasn't showing anybody.
right. Well, from what I understand, there's almost like there's no sketches or commissions or anything like that even exist
Mm.
from him, which is crazy to think about.
I think he just waited for Stan to die just to go, I win.
Did he outlive Stan?
Huh?
Did he outlive Stan? Or Stan? You meant Stan outlived him, right?
Stan Lee.
When did Ditko die? In the 90s?
Wasn't it just a year ago? A couple years ago?
Was it?
Yeah.
Because
I thought
Google.
he outlasted Stan.
See?
I could be wrong.
Good old Google. He died on June 29, 2018.
Oh, okay. Guess it didn't.
Stan Lee died on. No, he outlived him. He died on November 12th, 2018.
Oh, okay.
So Stan outlived him by 6 months.
Damn. So Stan said, I won.
Yeah,
I'm still the winner.
I didn't realize Ditko, for some reason I thought he had passed away sooner, like in the 90s. I don't think
Yeah.
maybe think of Kirby. I don't think of Kirby. Did you ever meet Ditko or anything like that? Or anybody?
Nope. He didn't do shows.
No.
I was
I don't
never a
think he did.
Ditko fan, to be perfectly honest. So.
So who's your Spider-Man guy? Would it be Ramita?
That's right. Ramita is what Garcia Lopez was to DC. And I know you're not a DC guy, but Garcia Lopez, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez,
Yeah.
he's the guy who would refine everything and give it that, that perfect consumer products type look for everything.
Right.
So he would take, like, talking about Garcia Lopez, he would take like Neil Adams style Batman and say, okay, I'm going to do that and tighten up the anatomy and tighten up the rendering and won't go as heavy handed as, what
Neil. Yeah.
Neil Adams would do. And I will make sense of certain things, and all this stuff could fit on lunchboxes. It was like perfect. Ramita was that guy for DC. I mean, for Marvel, excuse me. And he took Ditko's Spider-Man and just refined all of those nonsensical webs that even Ditko wouldn't be faithful to, and he made sense
Right.
of, he had a formula to him. Right? And
Yeah.
like, if you look at Spider-Man the way Ramita did it, he leaned into the idea that he's supposed to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Right.
And if you look at the mask, the way the webs line up, like on the nose to where the mouth is, if you look at the mouth long enough, you realize Ramita had Spider-Man smiling.
Hmm.
It's a smile on his face, so he's the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. And I'm like, that's really cool, and he would do that with almost every Marvel character that he would touch. He would boil it down to its essence,
Right.
and just do these perfect renditions. Now, are there better draftsmen out there or people who could render the hell out of something? Of course. But that Marvel, that how to draw the Marvel way, that Marvel look, even though people like John Buscema were in the ranks of all that kind of stuff, and he even did the book on how to draw the Marvel way, they're following a lot of formulas that Ramita Sr. put down. There's a certain look, a standard, So, yes, he's my go-to guy. Everybody,
Ways
huh?
in more ways than just Spider-Man. Sounds like.
Oh yeah. Man, what's going
Have
on
you
with
ever
my
met? Have you ever worked with met Ramita?
Say again?
Have you ever met Ramita?
Only when I was in a Spider-Man costume. Not ideally how I wanted to meet the guy.
Yeah.
So, if you get Golden on again, are you going to have him come on and do some artwork, or at least talk?
Well, yeah, that would have to definitely be agreed to ahead of time. He was supposed to come on for a little bit. I don't know what.
Tell him to come on with me so I could talk smack to him.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll do that. I'll tell him Meg's coming. He's right next to our table.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I would have liked to him to come on at least for a couple of minutes, but I guess he just wanted to be off camera. I stopped trying to find reasons
He's probably
behind
having a
people
bad hair
switching
day.
sometimes. Yeah, you never know. People just have, quirky moments or whatever, and that's fine. It happens.
So you want to go to 12 o'clock? My
Yeah.
time?
12 your time. That's 1 my time.
It's one or
No.
all right?
Oh,
Already?
no, it's 2 hours behind. No, it's 2 hours
Okay.
behind. I need 2 my time.
That's what I'm saying. You could do it, man. Just go get some Red Bulls.
They want to go to 2 a.m. He said.
Oh my gosh, David doesn't sleep, man. He's
All I'm saying, man, there's a party. Get this party jumping.
I know I had to step away for a minute, and I come back, and Annika's gone. What's going on? She must have bailed too.
Yep.
She bailed out too. Yep.
Oh.
It happened.
We already know that David can last longer than anybody. We have already established this.
Yep.
With
He's the champ.
He is the champ. Over 12 hours straight.
You hear that, Larry? You hear that?
Hey, Larry hung in longer than I thought he was going to. To be honest.
Yeah, well, that was the funny thing was Larry did. He was on from what like around noon to 7, and he still ended up doing 10 sketches in 7 hours.
Yeah.
And it looked like it too.
It took what Ariel and you till midnight to do 10 sketches. That's how fast that guy draws.
Between 10 and 12, I was laughing so hard at what was going on. I don't remember what was happening.
Hey, if I spilt black ink all over this page, I could do 10 pages too, just like that.
That's not shade being thrown. That's ink, right?
Exactly.
A little bit of both, maybe.
That sounds like a sketch tool. You and Larry got to dump black ink on a page and make something out of it.
That reminds me, Ken. Did you ever hear back from? We were talking about having somebody ink Larry's stuff. Did you ever hear back from them?
He just asked me whether it was going to be blue line or pencils, and I told him pencils. That was it.
That's all you heard. Okay. See, we can keep secrets too, David. See.
Good.
Actually, we're horrible at keeping secrets, and I'm surprised we haven't already said it.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Mm-hmm. But we're gonna we're trying to do some other stuff. We're trying to Larry does some insanely great stuff, and we're trying to maybe diversify him and to have him start doing some pencil pieces now, since everybody's seen what he can do with a brush and ink, to try to get some more unique stuff out of him. So, because we know everybody knows how good his pencil work is. So, and everybody's been picking up all of his wonderful ink work. So we thought we might get a little something different in there too, to make sure people are like, oh, I've got an ink piece by Larry, but maybe I'll get a pencil piece by him.
Have him do something in crayon.
That was next. You're ruining it, David. That was next. God.
How about chalk?
Exactly. We'll do it. We'll use some charcoal. That'll be.
During Dueling Dealers last night, I think it was Berkey offered up a sketch done with coffee.
With coffee?
Yeah, coffee grounds, I guess.
Hey, if you did a show with artists who did their art with nothing but chalk, they could call the show Chaka Khan.
God. That is horrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's not wrong though. Great name.
Oh my gosh. So wait, what character are we doing? What character did someone request? I missed this. What are we doing?
Shadow Lass.
All right.
It was a second sketch request from somebody.
Somebody's collecting all of their Legionnaires or something, huh?
Yeah, sounds like it. Jeff, do you have a list for MegaCon of artists you're going to try to get stuff from?
Well, like I was saying earlier, I'm probably not going to do a lot of like early stuff. I have one piece that I'm picking up at the show, so I'm kind of just hoping that Clayman does not cancel because I already have a piece coming from him. So other than Clay, I don't really have. I have no other people. I'm definitely going to talk to some people. I'm going to be talking to Jay Lee because I haven't talked to him in a long time. And Jay and I, I used to know Jay when he was first starting out, and I've seen him in a couple shows in between in the last couple of years, but obviously nothing since before 2020. But I'm definitely going to try and catch up with him. And yeah, like I said, I mean, there's lots of people. I'm just going to kind of play it by ear. I'm going to walk around and see, but I don't really have any set. The only one I really wanted to get one from was Clay because I've been trying to get him for years. So
Yeah.
I definitely got that piece coming, but I'll always walk around and see. Sometimes you get surprised. Clay Man, yes.
Oh, he's awesome.
Yeah, he does great stuff. He just he's really hard. I've seen him at shows several times, and he never draws. So they did a special opportunity with him for this convention. So I was like, it's not exactly what I want, but because it's only going to be a headshot. But I was like, you know what? I'll take it because I've been trying to get something for so long that I didn't want to miss the opportunity since I don't know when I was going to get another one. So yeah, so it's pretty. So I can't wait to see it. I'm trying to think. There's a ton of great artists that are going to be there. One of Ken's favorite artists is going to be there. I don't know if he draws at conventions. He doesn't take commissions though. Mayhew.
Yeah.
He
told me he wasn't.
Yeah, he doesn't do commissions. He said, but
What if he'll bring finished stuff?
Mike is a good guy. You should
Yeah,
just get him on. You should just get him on just to talk to him.
oh yeah, well
Well,
that's
I can
oh yeah.
certainly do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're definitely going to try to do a little networking while we're down there and see if we can get some more people to be on the show. Even like I said, we didn't know how well the Jim Shooter little sketches he was doing, little remarks were going to go, and we were just happy to have him on and talk to him for several hours because he had such great stories. So there's always room for somebody, even if they're not drawing or selling art or doing any kind of commission opportunities, to come on the 4C. And we're actually going to. So we are diversifying. It's a long, arduous process, but we are going to have some other content besides these wonderful sketch shows we do. We're just it's all being worked out right now. So,
Are you guys going to eventually try to work on trying to put out and create your own convention?
that is the one thing that Ken told me if he ever said he wanted to do, to talk him out of. So I don't think we're ever going to do that.
That was something I really said to Jeff.
He literally said that to me. He said, if I ever suggest that we do our own convention, just talk me out of it.
He's all, if I ever suggest this, you have the permission to slap the bitch out of me.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
100%.
Because he's done shows before when he was a sports agent, and I'm guessing they're more work than they're worth. So we're gonna try to put our niche in as the with our channel here, our 4C, and we're gonna have some interviews and stuff. We're even spitballing a game show that we're gonna be doing for comic fans and stuff, and some other things just to bring more content to the channel, and then and obviously we're gonna keep doing this, and but next year we're planning on going, doing a lot more shows and stuff. But once again, it all depends on what the kind of world we live in by the time that next year rolls around. But that's the plan, is basically to do quite a few shows next year and build up that way, and just show everybody why they should come hang out on us and do these wonderful sketch opportunities like you're doing and the other guys do, because it's just a lot of fun. It's just guys hanging out, girls hanging out, and we're just talking about art and the stuff we love, and we're offering really good quality, good pieces at not, insane prices. And, there's something to be said for just doing this and hanging out and not having to leave your house to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But like I said, we're gonna start leaving our house next year. Definitely, we want to get out and do a lot more shows, because the one thing you can do at shows that's really hard to do from home is is face-to-face stuff and getting other people and getting them excited about it and having them see why they should want to do this, and You know, you can ask somebody to watch one of our shows. You can suggest it, but you know, nothing sells it like, you know, them seeing other artists that are, you know, with us and being super happy about it and hearing about it from other artists. And I know you've mentioned to a couple other artists about us, and we appreciate that. And that's how the word gets around. And we could just do that a lot better at shows. Like I said, the one thing we're doing at this show that's going to make all the other artists jealous is all of our guys are going to have comfy office chairs to sit in. They're not going to have to sit in the same chairs as everybody else. And that's
cool.
that's just one. It's just one little thing that just seems to, you know, be one of the complaints that I've heard over my 30 years of doing conventions and stuff. Is you always have the artists talk about how uncomfortable the chairs are that they have to sit in for 3-4 days, you know, for 8 hours a day. And it's just, you know, so that was one of the things that I kept telling Ken we had to do, and he made it happen. He ended up getting us. We're gonna have 5 office chairs for our 5 guys we're bringing. So it's gonna be. I want other artists to walk over and go, "Where did you get those chairs?" and then just have these guys be like, "Well, this is how 4C treats us, because that's how we do it." Like I've always said to Ken, I feel like we're like the Jerry Maguire of the, you know, of this kind of world, that we're just, you know, we treat you guys, you know, hopefully you think of us the same way, just like, you know, just friends. We're just all friends, kicking it, having fun, hanging out, creating art and doing fun stuff, and everybody gets to have fun. And it's not, you know, the whole, just, you want it to feel as the least amount like work as possible for it being work. And that's what we try to do. So
Sure.
we jam some music at the shows if we could. I think that Ken was thinking about doing that at one point. Show them what a big party we're having.
Yeah.
Daryl, turn that Leonard Skinner off.
Sweet Home
No way.
Alabama playing.
We'd be a little Tony, you know.
Daryl, turn that off. We're not trying to get laid.
It's the only kind of
anniversary. Yeah.
The only kind of show I would consider doing would be a strictly sketch con, like where it would just be people sketching. There'd be no other vendors there, nothing. Because that's where you get into running into trouble when you're dealing with all those different people. You know, this guy needs this, and this guy needs this.
All done.
That is another beautiful piece. Very, very cool. That's another one for Michael, right?
Yeah.
Mic'd
Yep.
Mic'd 7086. Yeah, he says it's amazing. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Let's see. Who is Facebook user Avi? Is he the one who's asking for any inside info or anything we should know about MegaCon?
What kind of info are you looking for there, buddy?
Yeah, what do you want? Yeah, you got to be more specific about the inside info. You want inside info on us? Because, you know, we can give you all that inside info if you want to know. I mean, everybody's going to have to wear masks. That's common knowledge thing. And we do have another claim available for David if anybody wants to jump in.
If you're asking me if there's any plans for the show to be canceled, no.
Yeah, no.
There's 0 plans to cancel that show.
Yeah, we are. Like I said, we're about a week out from the show, and they haven't. It's basically unless something happens drastically where the government forces them to shut down, the show is going on. You know, listen.
Are there other comic creators that may cancel? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean it's not going to add more people too, because that happens at a show anyway. You know, that's the one thing that everyone's speculating, like, oh, this person's canceling, this person's canceling. Like, have you never gone to a con before? Because as far as I know, the lineup is pretty fluid.
Mm-hmm. That's why it literally says that. You can click on anybody's name for MegaCon. You could have clicked on it the entire time that it's been around, and it always says, you know, there's no guarantee that any of these people are going to be there. You're not, you know, you're buying tickets for the convention, not for the individual. And sometimes stuff happens, man. So.
Yep. And I'm sure there's going to be comic creators who are just not going to want to deal with the COVID situation, and that's fine. But, you know, luckily so far, all the guys that we're bringing out they're still going to be there, and nobody's said a word to me about otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we're gonna follow the protocols, and we're gonna have a good time, and our creators are gonna be there, and you know, like I said to Jeff, you know, as the bigger guys fall off, you know, I'm looking at it as, you know, it's gonna free up the pockets for people to maybe branch out and get more stuff from other creators, and hopefully figure out look at some of our guys. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're going to come to the show and some of the people that you were planning on getting stuff from aren't going to be there, you know, come over to our table, take a look. Literally, when you walk into MegaCon, you're going to walk straight up the middle all the way to the end, and take a left, and we're right there, and you're not going to be able to miss us. And we're going to have, like I said, 5 great artists, and you know, it should be a good time.
We're gonna have a lot of product. I mean,
oh yeah,
it's going to be. I got 4 binders full of art.
Mm-hmm. And that's just for David. I'm just kidding. No, we're gonna have that. Listen, we're gonna have all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have pop dolls. We're gonna have T-shirts. We're gonna have prints. We're gonna have comics. We're gonna have original art. We're gonna have published art. We're gonna have non-published art. We're gonna have basically just everything you could possibly want out of, you know, a convention is gonna be right at our table from some great creators. So yeah. And we're even gonna have, we'll probably even have some art from people who aren't coming. We'll probably have some other art from other artists, just besides David, who aren't going to be there. But we're definitely going to have a lot of David's art there too. So, and yeah, it's going to be really a really good show. I'm still looking forward to it. I still think it's going to be a phenomenal time. You know.
Yeah.
Once again, though, everybody, come on. We got one claim here for David. Who wants a piece?
Going once. Going twice. Peace out.
Yeah, I think we should call it if no one else is going to claim it.
Yeah, all right, we'll give you guys another 30 seconds to see if anybody wants to claim it. David's willing to draw. But otherwise, we will call it a night. And if we are doing that, thank you so much, David, for joining. I'm sorry I couldn't be here in the beginning, but I'm glad I was able to be here at the end. And thank you, Annika, and thank you, Aranga, for being on earlier. And you did some amazing pieces, starting off with mine, which was the best one of the night, if I do say so myself. Yeah. But yeah, everybody should be really happy with the stuff they got. Yeah, it was phenomenal. So without any further ado, have a great night, everybody. Thanks for joining us. And I'd just like to add that please get your vaccination so you can come out and we can all do our thing and get back to normal. So have a great night. Have a great night, David. Have a great night, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
All right.
Take care.